this dude's name? Hold on.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll call him out. As,
we'll call him out. He'll be here.
I'll apologize.
What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm just looking for something real quick. We're here with Ryan again, which is gonna be a consistent thing, and Anthony from Alterniverse, but we'll get to him in a second.
He's just a voice off camera.
I can't. I don't have this dude's name. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll just call him out for his Instagram name.
All right, what's going on? I don't know how many people we are talking to, other than Nemesis and Joey D. This thing never updates.
Mine's got Gorilla Grodd's in there.
Oh, Gorilla Grodd. Oh yeah.
All right, what's going on? There we go. It's like a good 10 seconds behind.
It's for censorship if somebody curses. So we got a few things I want to talk about. First things first, my boy Sights. Oh, what's up, Joe? My boy Sights hooked Ryan up hardcore.
Yes, he did.
He got him the Taskmaster in a CGC 9.0. We cracked it, pressed it. We're sending it off to CGC. It was here.
I can't headbutt the door.
Oh, you want to get him real quick? This guy. We're cracking. I'm just trying to avoid Phoebe getting woken up when they come home.
Thank you.
There he is. He's going to attack you now. So big shout out to Sights. I want to say thank you. I know Ryan wants to say thank you.
Thanks.
Did you get any of his stuff out from yet?
No, I haven't even started yet. He knows it's going to be for probably about another 2-3 weeks.
There he is. All right, so what is he? How many pieces are you doing for him?
Well, I'm doing a big 11x17 Hellboy for him, full color, everything, and then like a little black and white 9x12 kind of thing. He hasn't decided on that yet, though. He doesn't know what he wants.
All right. Well, and he's going to Terrificon?
Yeah.
Come on up. Get over here. All right, so if you guys are watching a bunch of my videos, you've seen like I buy a lot of collections, like a lot of collections. Sometimes it's a home run, sometimes it's like I don't know, a double, but it's usually pretty good. Ryan today, out of just sheer coincidence, wanted to go hiking. That failed.
Yeah.
But ended up hitting up some local tag sales, and this was all from one tag sale, right?
Yeah.
So all you guys, we are going to talk about some speculation books, but just out of sheer coincidence, this is what this guy came across today. For how much?
$25 for a small box.
$25. Was it an entire short box or just a box?
It was a short box, but it had me. I don't know how many were in there. It was garbage. 90% was garbage.
Doesn't matter. $25. All right, go ahead.
All right. So got cameo of you want to stick it from the camera?
Yeah.
Taskmaster cameo.
So and after, which is funny.
After ironically talking and almost buying it for like a silly amount of money. And then this one was this is
So this is Avengers 195. So this is the Taskmaster cameo. Less than a week after getting the first Taskmaster that we talked about last week.
This is the first time ever anything like this ever happened. Then these two here was the first New Warriors, and then
these are on the short list, kind of a spec books right here. New Warriors, is it New Warriors?
Yeah, New Warriors. Anthony? with Night Thrasher and
those are
Namorita and all those crazy weird characters.
So
it's funny because they led into that Civil War thing because they were the beginning of all that. The first this guy, he's going to cause problems.
He is. Go down there. All right, keep going because it gets better.
Then the first Rogue and was it
Madeline Pryor?
Madeline Pryor, more.
No,
Moira Taggart.
That's the Taggart.
Taggart, yeah. So Madeline Pryor was the like Jean Grey.
And this book is like climbing. I feel like
it's a really good condition. Like that thing is crazy good. Like it's really clean.
This is probably better than a 9.0.
Like I looked through it once, just so I could be like, "Oh, cool, I saw it." Like that was it. And then
it's Brian Michael Bendis' favorite book.
Is it?
Yeah.
The artwork in that thing is great because it's golden. Did it? I think it's so good. Like I didn't realize how good this stuff was. Like back in the '80s, like unreal.
What do you think as an artist? Just because I've been told this is one of the worst covers, and I liked it.
It's not bad, but it's very comic booky. But I would rather see something where it's like a big cool action thing going on.
I don't know.
It's just like because it doesn't really let you know what's happening. Like
what this reminds me of is all the old '60s annuals.
You know what?
When they put all the stories into one book.
Yeah.
Or that bad the bad Hulk one that the fucking Ang Lee guy did there, where it was like the comic panels were popping up all over the freaking movie. Like it's all right, but it doesn't. I'd rather see like something like this where it's like Juggernaut, coming at you kind of thing.
But it is a big book. The only thing that sucks about this book, and like I know the guys over at Lords of the Long Box and 300 Basement, all those guys like to say, like, when there's a first appearance, you always want that person on the cover. Always. Like, you can't tell me if Strange Tales 110, right, had Doctor Strange on the cover.
Oh, yeah.
It would be way more money.
That's why that Taskmaster cover is so perfect. Like 196, because it's such a vibrant, cool, like perfect imagery of him. And you know, everyone's like, oh, you know, 195 is his cameo, his technical first. Blah, blah. He's out of control.
Yep, this is what he's gonna do. This is Avengers Annual 10.
You might just have to like live with him banging on the door on the outside.
This dude. So all right, show the last one because this is another. All right, so we're gonna get into spec books, I promise you. But this is on the list.
All right, first appearance of MODOK.
MODOK. So this is Tales of Suspense
It's,
94.
Again, a really clean book.
If I were to grade this really quick off the top of my head, I'd say an 8.0 at worst.
Yeah, and it's 1960 something, 67.
Yeah,
I think
this book. So you paid $25 for all of it, for the whole box.
Yep.
So this is probably the best book in your lot.
Yeah, and it's again, and I have an odd, you know.
Wait, are we sending this book in or no?
It's up to this guy, really.
I mean, if we could add it on before, I mean, if not, wait till another bunch of. I might even wait till maybe Baltimore.
I guess my other question is, what's the value on that book?
Justin, you can help me because you guys just did some research on that. But really I think you can $75. Okay. I mean, raw. I don't know.
This is probably not worth.
Well, yet. Well, the thing is, too, he's on the cover. Like I always,
it's like a really tiny little version of him.
Here he is, right here.
Like
he is on the cover.
He's literally like 4 pages, like he's like 2 or 3 pages in the book, and then he's gone. He gets his butt kicked by Cap, and that's it. Like he gets.
But he's coming to Disney Prime or Disney, right? Prime, Disney, whatever it is.
Yeah,
whatever Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
Kevin Smith is gonna be.
He's writing it, isn't he? And then the voice of MODOK
cool.
is Paxton, the dude from.
I didn't realize it was this far along already.
I think it's
I heard
Paxton.
Rumors.
Justin, let's go. You know.
Patton?
Oswald Patton's gonna be the voice of MODOK.
Really? That's
yeah.
kind of cool. All right, I can see that.
So it's already.
I didn't realize it was that far along.
You know,
that's cool.
So, $25, man.
Not
pretty,
bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Like that's the first and only time. Every time I'm at a flea market restaurant, I'm always like, oh, something. I'm like, no, it's like
no,
garbage.
it happens. It happens. Like
90% garbage.
If you go to like 10 tag sales, you might hit on one, and you hit. Like this is for $25. I mean, the Rogue alone for $25. You're good.
And I was
happy
psyched about that because I'm a Gambit buddy.
I mean, yeah. This thing.
Oh yeah, that I bought on eBay.
This was another spec book.
I got that for $15 on eBay, and that's clean too.
Another spec book, Devil Dinosaur #1. So,
Moon Girl is the book.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's not too old too, but that's the other one that goes with, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Devil Dinosaur Moon Girl.
Yeah.
Is
it going to be a live action or is it going to be like an animated?
Oh God, I think it's CGI'd. I think it's live action, but
it's
going to
be
CGI dinosaur.
Like a cartoon
I
kind of
think.
Huh.
Justin knows too. So, all right. With that being said, let's move on to CGC. So Ryan gave me a stack of books to clean and press, and he wanted sent to CGC. And then I have some too, because I was like, fuck it, let me just do some with him. And the first one I want to talk about real quick is the Taskmaster. So he got this from my boy Sites.
So nice.
For a bunch of artwork. We cleaned it, we pressed it. It was a 9.0.
If it goes to 9.2,
I want to write all this down.
If it goes even higher, even better. But
so
wait a minute, you cleaned and pressed this book.
I did. I cracked it, cleaned it, pressed it.
And you're gonna do another video
Hopefully,
I open up when I open up, it comes back at 8.5, and I'm like, really? And this is the end of Gary.
Well, hey, I like to do
it. Gary will be will be no more.
Firstly, legitimately, that could happen.
But hell yeah, right
Gary
now.
has had like a lot of success already.
He had that like 7 something that came back at a 9 something.
Yeah, the X-Men 94. It was a 7.5 to a 9.2.
That's crazy. That's an insane.
I didn't expect that.
No, I would expect maybe
that was a Friday afternoon. The dude wanted to get
that's that first vision you had done too.
Oh, the 9.0.
Well.
Oh no, the one from the store.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the plus was, but I think that went up too, didn't it?
Yeah, because I had before and after shots of it. So the cleaning and the pressing.
Oh yeah, I sent you all those.
Yes. So.
All right, so I'm gonna guess, Anthony. I want you in on this too. I'm gonna do me, Brian, and Anthony. I'm gonna say that goes to a 9.2.
That's what I'm gonna assume also. Just because there's a couple little tinks in it, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna say 9.2 also. If it comes back at 9.2, I'll be happy. If it comes back the same, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Oh, Good as Gold. Off camera, this is Anthony from Alterniverse Comics. He's going to get on camera, and we're going to talk about him. He owns one of the local comic shops here. I mean, probably the best one in the area. The guy gets 1 million titles, but we'll be into that in a little bit. And then I do want a big shout out too to everybody in here, all 2 of you. Good as Gold, Gamma Comics, Nemesis Prime, Gorilla Grodd, thank you. Max Maloney, I'm sure that dude probably hit the bowl, and now he's watching. Johnny Rando.
There's a bunch of people in still.
I don't know. My shit doesn't update.
I mean, it says 2. I don't know.
You're going 9-2.
I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna go against you guys.
8-5.
No.
9-4.
9-0.
You're saying it stays.
It's gonna stay the same.
Well, it'll be a cleaner one if it comes back the same.
And
it'll be in a new case.
If it comes back,
new case.
blaming you.
Well, it'll be a cleaner
As long as
copy.
if it comes back lower,
It'll be cleaner.
We're gonna have to have a little talk.
Maybe I'll press it again just because Anthony's making me nervous. But it'll be cleaner in a new
Gary.
case. No, it's all right.
However, looking
hold on,
at
don't show that one yet. Show that one
now.
now.
Now the spine it lays flat and everything, but there's
ticks. There's ticks.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do anything with that. All right, next book.
Pro code.
Well, you're right. That's why I'm not going to do a YouTube video on it. The next book is a. I don't even know if you consider it a spec book or it's already like
it's gonna go through the goddamn roof.
So
no matter what.
supposedly, allegedly, I don't know if people know this or not, is Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Thor 337. This is a newsstand edition.
Couldn't even touch things. I pressed them.
We pressed this. None of the other books were slab though. Everything was raw.
Yeah.
So, what do you think on this? I'm gonna say, without looking at the back,
I don't know anything about like the.
That's what makes this so fun.
I know.
Here, I'm gonna say 9.2 on this.
They
one
all
as
look
well.
so damn good to me, and then I'm like, well, I don't know. Like I've seen other books that I've seen things come back like 9.8s, and like I see things that are wrong with them. I'm like,
well, what's your guess?
I'll say 9.4.
Ooh, Mr. Optimistic. Anthony's like 6.0.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like I've seen sketch covers that come back and they got like giant digs in the corner.
I don't know how much do you think they would take off for that?
I don't know if they would.
And that.
I don't know if they would.
That's print on print.
I don't know if they would. I think mine's a 9.8, and I think it has
that too.
I think so. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It's clean.
Yours is 6.0.
I'm going down. No,
I'm leaving.
I would actually. I'm going to agree with Ryan. 9.4.
Ooh, see, good thing I don't work for CGC. All right, Thanos 13.
Yes, yeah.
First.
Wait, would everything just be 9.6?
Cosmic.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
just 9.6. That way, it's not perfect, but it's not bad.
First, what's his name? Cosmic Ghost Rider.
I love that cover too. Like,
This is the cover that everyone wants.
That's such a cool cover.
That's the A cover.
Yeah,
I actually just moved to 9.6 for $150,
which
is crazy for modern.
Yeah,
a 9.6 modern should be like $20.
He's such a cool
right?
character.
Like,
he's such a cool character, and that's just a beautiful cover. It really is.
I'm gonna say on this one, I'm gonna say 9.6, just because.
I'm gonna go with 9.6 also, just because it's a newer one. I think that some of the newer ones tend to come back a little.
Dude,
better.
they're harsh right now, man.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe feel bad.
We are gonna go over all these in about a month when they all come back too.
Yeah, we fast track them. Looking
at both the corners. You see that.
All right, so 9.4, we get.
Yes.
Oh, I was just being. I was just joking.
It can still come back.
So Cosmic.
I'm gonna say it's a 9.4. Looking at
this, I mean, I'm surprised how well this thing came out. I mean, there's a couple little like corner things. With
All right, so this is Crow 0.
Yeah, this is more for my own just amusement.
You have a couple one too. The other one is like
the back cover's also on this.
This is a wraparound.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is this Obar?
This was a special they released like right after, I think, like it was like after the first run came out. There was like a little special one-shot story, but it's such a low print run. Like it's so weird. It's got like a bunch of other little like oddball stories in it.
I'm going 9.2.
And I got a couple of them, but like that was the only one that was really clean. And if it comes back, I'll say 9.2 also, just because I haven't seen one any higher than a 9.2.
Really? It's a thicker book with a wraparound
cover. It's one of those
cover.
things that once you opened it, the covers were really wonky and they all had like a little line.
I'm not looking at the back, but I'm gonna give this a 9.6.
Wow.
It's just that there's one tick.
Yeah, there's one little spot.
Yeah.
And the back cover's, because it's got an awesome drawing on the back.
Cover,
the cover's gorgeous.
So, but I mean, it's square.
This I still can't get over how.
So Bake the Snake is saying the 9.4 is on the Thanos or something for 140. So
wow,
dude, I hope you got
good.
it. So yeah, which is crazy.
I wish we could
for a modern.
Is there a way to get this on camera? These ticks.
We can try something. Hold on.
Which is you touch it. I'm not touching it.
No. Hold it under this camera. So what we're gonna do? So
hold on 1 second. 180, 181 got some slabbed up. 96, 98. What's that guy?
Johnny Rando. What is Strange Tales 181? 180, 181? Is that's not Voodoo, is it?
Strange Tales 180, 181. I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry.
I'll look it up real quick.
All right. So what we're gonna do too is Ryan is gonna do some art, do some drawing, and he's gonna give it away, and you guys are gonna vote on what character. So I have a camera. We're gonna shoot down on him too, and me and Anthony start bullshitting and not showing books.
Oh, it's
Oh, Gamora.
Gamora and the Warlock thing.
Gamora, that's an expensive book too, in a 9.8. But what we're gonna do is this when he's drawing.
Starling can't draw anymore, guys. The Soda Stream got him.
Right
you know
there.
about that?
Who?
That's real.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Soda Stream. You can look it up as a video. The Soda Stream blew up and hurt him, and it hurt him so bad he can't draw anymore.
Really?
For who? Who did?
Starling.
Really?
That's why he's not drawing, guys. Just so you
Can't see.
Huh.
Can't see the.
All right, so hold on. Kind of like right here, you can kind of see a tick. Very little, not a whole lot
I
of.
just want somebody else's opinion because
Here.
Maybe put it like get the glare off. I would say
It's
take
tough
it out,
on the
but
glare.
yeah.
But I mean, there's really just the one. We're kind of looking at your crotch.
Nice.
So it's kind of tricky, but there is one spine tick on there. We'll do it, when the budget goes up for Very Gary Live, we'll
some higher HD cameras.
Yeah, we'll
16 cameras.
We'll get some better cameras.
We'll get the film crew in here.
When the the chat, you can send money through this. Whenever that becomes available, and you guys send
do a Patreon.
Yeah, I should.
There you go.
And show like thighs.
And anyone that's a member gets
Here.
a sketch. And, I'll draw my sexy knees out.
Yeah, there you go. So we're all where's my voting? All right, so 9.2, 9.2, 9.6 on the Crow, and now you got Godzilla. So Godzilla
this came
number
in
one,
banged up. Like it was rough.
Godzilla
You made that
number
look
one.
gorgeous.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say 9.6.
You think so?
I don't know. I'm optimistic about this book.
I can see it from here. It looks very flat. It looks
like it doesn't
One.
look really.
So CGC, I've seen interviews with CGC.
Yeah.
And they've said that they'll give you a tick and still give you a 9.8.
I have seen some.
So-
There's ones I've seen.
Yeah.
I'll go with
there's
9.
There's a printing error along the top above the Godzilla, and I think that they'll take off 0.2 for that. I would actually give this a 9.8 if
Really?
it wasn't for the fact that's present.
This is also without looking at the back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 9.4. I'm gonna say 9.4 just because I'm not optimistic.
Oh, Pip the Troll on 179. Yeah, that's another.
Oh yeah, so you mentioned that to me.
Yeah, that's
last
another
week, yeah.
spec book. Pip.
All Starling. Those are all great books, guys. Too, by the way. I forgot about speculation. Just the idea that they're.
This came out really nice too. Like,
What are we doing on
really
this?
good
What'd you say?
I said 9.4. I'm not optimistic.
Okay, Anthony.
It wasn't for that. It wasn't for this.
So you're going 9.4, 9.2, 9.6.
9.6.
That's where I am. Boy, we're all gonna be wrong.
Okay, well,
If I get one book back 9.8, I'll be happy. That's all I care about.
Me too. I'll be excited.
This is really this
All right,
is tough because of the black cover on this. Too.
That's
If there's any
this
ticks,
is the
it's
Crow
nice.
number one. This is not his first appearance.
No, it's the first printing of it.
What's his first appearance?
It's
a
Caliber Press. Caliber Presents, which is kind of like a Marvel Presents, same for that weird.
And if you watched,
I got that at 8.85.
if you guys watched last week, somebody just pay me something.
Really?
I don't know. Oh, we're
Someone
transferring
just said-
money to your bank.
No,
Thanks,
just said,
guys.
Gary, thanks for the Venom and Spider-Gwen books.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I sent those to him. What were we talking about? Oh, the black cover.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this is like a 9.2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 9,
you
probably 9.2. Just because it's not perfect, but I'm gonna say 9.
It's better than when you gave it to me.
Oh yeah, like I mean, the cover was really not wrinkled, but it's tough with those books because the spine,
black.
like, if they crack it.
Well,
looks
that's why the
jacked
black
up.
and white covers, if you guys know, like the ASM 301, the white
Yes,
cover is
yep.
like $100 on 9.6, $150, but a 9.8 is like
Yep.
1,200 or some
because
crazy.
it's impossible. It's
yeah.
impossible.
Look at that Thor. That was a 10.0. Had a white cover.
That's
That was a
crazy.
huge
Yeah.
book. This
9.0? 8.5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
you filthy animal, you.
Sorry about that one.
Yeah, it's very
This one's
fine.
gonna be rough. I mean, it's still a lot better than it was.
Actually, did I say 8.5? I'd say 8.0.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anthony is hard.
I gotta go.
All right, so X-Men 94.
This is gonna be rough, but again, I traded for pops for that.
I want to
so-
talk about. Oh, so you're into this for nothing.
Yeah, there's no cost at all.
All right, so we all know Hulk 181s are like getting out of control,
God,
right? And right now, Giant Size X-Men is getting out of control. What do you think is next? Right? It's
Yeah.
got to be this one.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for any
'Cause
other one.
it's-
So
it's-
this
it's
book is
hard
going to be
find
on the
in good
rise.
condition.
Really, what's going on, Victor? So this is going to be. Yeah, I should get another light source for the thing. Well, we don't have it. It's not in the budget, guys. So this.
Turn your cabinet lights.
So okay, black cover. This is a hard one. It was cleaned. It was pressed. I count a lot. I'm gonna say this book is like a
Yeah,
6.5.
I was gonna say 6.
I'm going 6.5. But again, that's a book, you guys. It's kind of expensive, but it's not like giant size.
No,
obviously
but
not
it's
181.
expensive no
but
matter what you do. And again, like I said, I traded my wife's Funko Pops for it.
that's all right.
Like it was
She's probably not watching.
No, she's probably home. She's playing Crash Bandicoot right now at home, curled up with the air conditioning on and 5 blankets on top of her.
5.
Anthony,
Good thing he's killing you.
You are the devil.
All right, you're gonna like the next one now.
Now.
All right, so
This is creepy.
This is another speculation book. Long term, we're talking like 4 years from now. Speculation book. Justin, this is because of you.
Savage Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first appearance of Sauron. I sold this to you for like
silly cheap.
$60.
Yeah.
A long time ago because he's putting the X-Men run.
I think
together.
he might. Was it less than 60? I
could've
think I
been
took a
less
bunch of your books to like organize and then had
It could have been.
organize them.
It could have been less
she
than
likes-
$60.
She likes doing that.
She does. She loves that card.
Well, there's
She's like,
6
I'll do
more
it.
long boxes in the
Well,
garage.
give it to us. We'll do it.
I'm gonna go crazy on this book. I think this book is probably like an 8.5.
Really? I was gonna say 7.5.
I'm gonna say
Just because I don't know
8.5.
anything, I'm gonna say 7.5.
Here it is. First appearance of Sauron. This is X-Men 60. Yeah. 60. This is a book on the rise. This is another spec book, which we're going to get into with Anthony, but just coincidentally, these are books going to CGC. I'm saying 8.5. What are you on?
I'm gonna say 7.5.
No
Just because
way.
I don't know.
No way.
The pages are a little off white, so you're gonna get off white pages, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of browning.
7.5, you said?
Yeah,
7.5.
7.5.
You're insane.
This
Listen.
is very fine. This is very fine plus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do I know? I'm just a guy who draws things. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'd like to open it, you know what I mean, but I'm not going to.
The rest of it's really clean.
So we're just taking it looks clean.
Yeah, I mean, you're going by surface,
Surface,
value.
just the
That came in a
cover.
collection. I got 2 of them. One went to Jim and one went to you.
Yeah. Sorry, Jim. I got the better one.
I think maybe.
What did you say? 8.5? That's where I am.
I said
He's
7.
going higher.
It's just
We only want to be on for 60 minutes.
yeah.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding.
There's no way that's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna say very fine.
You want me to draw quality?
8.
Yeah.
8.0.
All right.
That's the most discrepancy out of all of them so far. And then we have Flaming Carrots 16.
greatest comic in the world.
It's fun carrot.
This is a really high
The
grade.
Waffler. Come on now! I wore the shirt just for this Mystery Man.
This is first mystery man.
First Mystery Man. Yep, it's a pretty much garbage
Flaming
book.
carrot
but-
16.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
2 or 3 copies of that book. It's ridiculous.
I'm going
But
to
that one's pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm going to say 9.4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9.2, but
I'm going 9.4. Here you go. Ryan's going 9.2.
there's a couple little dimples in it. But
And all these are going to get opened live.
yeah,
You won't know the
you
grades.
get to see me cry.
But
on
I'm going to have
camera.
mine in there too. We're not going to guess my
Wait,
grades,
wait a
just
minute. Is there
yours.
something that I don't know about except for there's a finger mark.
There's a little markup at the top. but-
There's one tick.
And
Yeah.
one here. No.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at that.
yeah, there's like a
that.
little. It looks like something like almost like a thumbnail might have gone into like the cover. I'm gonna say mid to low 9s is what I'm guessing.
That's not how this game is played.
fine.
9.
9.2?
Yeah. Woo.
So you guys are together. All right.
All right, let's stick all this.
That's all your books. All right, let's do mine really, really quick, but we're not going to guess the grades. These are going out too. So one of these books, let me talk.
Madhouse.
Yeah, look, 3 big ones. Let me talk about this one first. This is for Justin. I don't even know if Justin's
Okay.
still in here or not, but this is a super high grade Transformers #1. If it's a 9.8, it's a $1,000 book. If it's a 9.6, I think it's like $150.
Yes.
Right? It's pretty high. I do see like 1 or 2 ticks. Maybe they'll hook me up and give me a 9.8. I doubt it because all I get are 9.6s.
Can I see that?
Yeah, but even a 9.6, it's a nice book. And I do think that's a book on the rise too. Call me crazy, but I think, not to speculate, but I think that's a book that's climbing. It's getting older every single day. The thing
What is
came
it?
out in 84,
What is it?
Transformers 1.
Oh yeah.
Was
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
84?
84, 85.
Yeah, so we're talking mid 80s,
Yeah.
early to mid 80s. So it's a high grade. It's definitely over a 9.4 or at least a 9.4, right?
The only thing is, it's not completely on center.
That's all right. Don't worry about that. They don't care about that shit.
Yeah, and if they don't, this could be a 9.8. So
Let's
okay.
see. Justin, you may have your name on it.
Near mint. That is a nice copy of that book, guys. And that is a book that
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a nice cover,
So-
so I like it because it's got the painted feel. It's got the
I like that
It's got like
cover,
a
yeah.
movie cover. So
Hasbro's not going anywhere.
Well,
Your Transformers aren't going anywhere.
yeah.
See? All right. So these 3 books kind of go together. I'll put them in most important order.
What the hell?
So these are big books. It's huge because of Netflix.
Yes.
So I've had a lot of people ask me for these books because I posted them on Instagram.
I've never seen
And
it.
I priced them high on purpose. This book is crazy high grade. So this is Archie's Madhouse 30-something, I believe. This is the first Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Ah,
And this
okay.
book,
Huh.
these books are all going up. Look at this book right now. Tell me that's not an
silly
8.5 or better. That is a high grade. I wish it was the first Sabrina, but it's the first Salem. It's got to be over an 8. Glossy cover.
Yeah,
It's a high grade, a very high grade first Salem. I mean, it is in a, you know. Victor, why is the 9.8s on the Transformers so expensive? Because they're hard to find. They're super hard to find. 9.8s in that book. That's why they're crazy expensive.
You will find 9.4 and 9.6.
Yeah, you're gonna find those all over the place. That's why those are $100, $150. But those 9.8s are hard. And I'm telling you right now, man, CGC they're busting balls. Some of these books,
there's so many. Everyone's doing CGC
dude,
everywhere now. Like
some of these books that I have not that I got back on 9.6s, I swear were 9.8s, and I'm like harsh. I feel like I am harsh.
Yeah, your face when you opened up half those things. You're just
dude,
like,
I knew, and it wasn't just me. The Carnage came back in 9.6.
Saga 9.8, which was nice.
Yeah, I got the one, which was white cover, which is great.
Nice.
But I would have rather the Batman Adventure 12s in 9.8s.
Well,
yeah, but hey, what are you gonna do? The next one is another Sabrina book. This is her first cover. This is a lower grade. This is probably like a 3.0, maybe. It's a little dirty, but again, another important book. Not only, and I did some reading on this. She's on the cover, but she's not in the book, which is weird. She's not in the book at all. If you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, I know nothing about that book at all.
Yeah, and now the last one is Archie's Madhouse 22. This is the first Sabrina.
Yeah, it's for Sabrina.
This book is on fire right now. It is not easy to find.
It has a robot on the cover.
Yes, yeah, which makes no sense, but all right.
But no, old robot covers. People love that shit. It's the painted robot
on the cover if you don't have a robot on the cover.
All right.
So I'm gonna say this book's like 3.0, but it's still expensive. This book in a 3.0 is still $750, which is crazy. At least.
Yeah. That's.
These books, Heather, these books will be for sale after they come back from CGC. And now my last little CGC stuff, and then we're gonna get into your art.
Come on, I gotta draw here.
I kind of don't want to show this. I'll show this later. Nova number ones, really high grade Nova number ones. This book is another one on fire. I think 9.8s are over $1,000 right now. 9.6s are probably like $400 or $500.
That's the spec book.
This is the book right now. Look at how high these are. So those are super high grade. Those will be for sale when they come back.
Those ones that I sat on.
These
years ago.
These need to be graded.
They need to be graded. They're like 9.4 plus easy all day. I might put them through the press one more time.
Show them the off center cut though.
Oh, the difference?
Yeah.
So here you go. Welcome to the 1970s Marvel.
Oh yeah.
You can see the top one. You can see it's
they put the little banner stripe across the top. It makes it 10.
So you can really see it's all fucked up.
Yeah, how center it is. Yeah.
And then I have one more going to CGC. I just want to show it off real quick. This is an ASM 14 First Green Goblin.
Give that to me.
We'll be talking about this a little bit later. So let's show off your stuff now.
Right.
So
this is time to choose. I don't even know how many people are in the room because it still says 2 on mine, but there's like 20 people talking, so I have no idea how much.
I see like 20 something, which is good because we need you guys involved now. So what we're gonna do, like we did last time, is Ryan did some quick sketches
and let them throughout the show have people either message you or message me or something like that about the
third.
Next month's choice or whatever.
Yeah, no DC love. Sorry, good as gold. Not. Do I have any spec DC books? No. Well, there is. I do have 3. I'll talk about that later. I won't show. I guess I could show it. So what we're gonna do too. So Ryan has three head sketches real quick. He's got a Marvel, a DC, and then an indie. You guys are gonna vote which one you want him to do up real quick, and we'll give it away by the end of the show. Yeah. But throughout the show, I mean, unless you guys want to do it now, give us ideas on third-party indie stuff.
Yeah. But the next one we're going to do...
Oh, He-Man.
Yeah, we're going to say, give me...
Well, Marvel or DC?
Yeah, I'll pick the Marvel and DC ones because there's a bajillion of them to choose from. But send in either to you or to me. Message
right through here. No,
just
right through here.
And favorite Marvel Masters Universe villains.
Yeah.
Who do you want me to do?
Skeletor.
Is Orko?
Right, so there's one for Skeletor.
So one vote on Skeletor. Can we count Orko and Battle
You don't
Cat?
count. This is your show.
No, Orko and Battle Cat.
You got to commission me for something and then give me comic books for it.
Well, we talked about this.
I know.
His vote counts. Yours doesn't.
Well, I wanted a color piece to go opposite the Joker. And I decided Batman is going to get moved to the corner when the 2 other cabinets go in. So he's out of the side. But anyway,
focus.
So guys, definitely write in He-Man, Masters of the Universe villain for the next time.
We already got a Beastman.
Oh, Beastman. Well, you have a good Beastman.
That's all right. Well, I can always do more.
Beastman, Trapjaw. Skeletor, Orko, Battlecat.
Okay.
Evil Lynn, but you don't like women.
Watch now you said that. The 100 votes for
Evil Lynn.
Panther. Shit, just Snake Mountain.
Merman.
He's right there.
Yeah. Cool. He's got a crazy head element. He's awesome. Hordak.
Oh,
nice.
Hordak.
3 Hordaks.
Three Hordaks. That would be a good
Evil
one.
Lynn, of course. You just said it. Evil Lynn.
I mean,
Black Panther for the Marvel. Sorry, Heather. No Marvel or DC requests. Here
Yeah.
comes Lucius.
Hordak kind of covers.
We'll let
She-Ra
people, people vote throughout the whole every like 10 minutes or so. Just mention it again.
Mhm.
Like by the end of the show, we'll add them all up, and whoever.
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, Hordak's in the lead, and I think Skeletor, if we count Anthony, has
Another
2.
Hordak.
Hordak's up to 4.
All right, let's.
All right,
post
so
these and you
let's-
guys can swap and
Let's show. So what I want to do, actually, you want to go off camera now so you
Yeah,
can show
I'll
them
bring 'em
underneath.
over there,
Because
yeah.
I want to show you guys. Last time, the blue pencils didn't come out over the camera very well, so we do have this low budget second camera. We're going to be shooting down at the 3 options, and then what we're also going to do is flip cameras throughout the rest of the show to show the progress.
Yeah, every couple of
So
minutes.
let's
or
all
whatever.
switch up real quick. 'Cause again, low budget.
Excuse my crotch. Don't mind me.
And then Anthony, you want to hop on? And then I'm going to switch over. Like it's probably like right here.
Yeah, let me know when I'm like I'll line up and then let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it down. This is me going off here. Oh, this is DJ. I'm not ignoring your comments, DJ. I said Skeletor.
Right?
Yeah.
You can
Alright.
read that. I can't read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you want to read this too, right? Here, go ahead.
Let me
Slide
just,
over.
kind of see.
You see if you.
Whatever.
Let me know if the business card shows up on there.
All right, so let me.
We're gonna switch the camera.
Yeah, you want to slide over just a little bit?
Yeah.
You're all up on my grill. Thanks.
My under.
All
Let's see.
All right. Okay, you ready? First up.
Is it?
All right, let's see if
See
it
it on there
works.
over the blue line?
It's tough. Hold on. It's tough, but you can kind of see Clayface. I would hope you guys can see
Yeah,
Clay. Oh,
great.
Fisto. Have you done a
Nice.
Fisto?
I haven't done that. No, that'd be kind of cool.
I do like Hordak. Oh, what about Thundercats too? People are throwing out all different types of 80s.
We'll go with Master Universe first, just 'cause I haven't done any Master Universe stuff in a while, except for that
All
new
right.
span, which I did. Is that any better?
So
for
that's good right there. So you can kind of see. I apologize if you can't. The blue lines are tough, but you have Clayface for the DC. That one's much better. Green Goblin, pull down a little. Thank you. Perfect. Green Goblin for the Marvel, and then whoever the hell this is.
Brock Sampson.
It's Brock Sampson
People
from
know
it.
who this is. You're the only one who doesn't know Bench
Can,
Brothers.
can,
Brock
wait,
Sampson.
hold that there for a minute, right? Can people see the Brock?
Brock Sampson. Brock
Yeah,
Sampson. Brock
kind of. It's a little tough with the blues,
So
but
you're getting asks for Voltron and whatnot.
Snout
we have
spout.
Brock Sampson on camera right now.
Just snowballing out of control now. So Brock Sampson,
Clayface,
Clayface,
and Green Goblin.
Let people vote now.
So we got one on Green Goblin, and then we're gonna talk about some specs as a few. You want to show them side
And
by
I'm
side?
gonna say right, like go with the really random Sprout.
Yeah,
Snout Sprout. Snout
from
Sprout.
He-Man.
The
The elephant.
The
The
elephant.
metal
Wow,
elephant.
yeah, and then there's also Stinkor too. That'd be cool.
Right.
Stinkor, it's a lot of black though, but
Yeah.
that'd be cool with all the
Snout
spike.
Sprout, that's a
Or
weird-
no, the spike dude. There's Stinkor, who's
There's
like
a
the
lot of
stone,
weird,
and then
like,
there's
second
the blue
generation-
spiked dude,
Yeah, there's a lot of weird second generation.
and the rock guys. I forgot what
Yeah.
they rock and roll, or they have names like that.
All right, let's get.
So we got two Green Goblins, two Clayface, one Samson,
Yeah, see, I told
Three
you.
face.
3 Clayface.
Yeah, Sam.
No Green Goblin love?
Oh yeah, 3.
Okay.
4 Goblins, 3 Clayface.
So Goblin's ahead.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Goblins, 3 Clayface. You want to show them side by side real quick?
Yeah.
Rotate them around again.
I don't know if they'll show up.
Don't even
I
show
mean,
Samson.
Do we prefer
Listen, watch the cartoon.
like Marvel villains over DC villains? I mean, the Brock Sampson's pretty sweet looking too, though, guys. I don't know. I think that's pretty clear, right? Is that clear?
For Samson and gets my vote for the greatest person in the room.
That's Juan Mendez.
Juan, you're the best person in the
What's going
room.
to be going on is Ryan is going to finish these off
Just one.
as we're speaking.
Just one, yeah.
So it's Clayface
sorry,
and Green
sorry.
Goblin. So Clayface and Green Goblin are tied. So another Green Goblin. So Gamma Comics, you want a Green Goblin. Dennis Estero, you want a Green Goblin. And we are giving this away by the end of the show. Heather's voting Green Goblin. The Real Joe Balls and Man from Beantown Green Goblin. Oh, many faces.
Nice. I got 5 Clayface so far.
Modulok. Like, let's just remember Modulok.
Dude, you should do like a Panther. Oh, you've done Panther and Skeletor together.
I think so.
Yeah,
think
you've
I-
done them. So you're gonna have to count these, and we're gonna switch over back to us.
Yeah,
All right.
Is this on? Like, if I draw like this, am I on? I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you are. And it's gonna look better
He wants to start putting lines on there.
Yeah, as the inks come in, it'll look a lot better.
Let me count
So wait,
this up
is he
real
going
quick.
for Green Goblin?
It's up
Let
to
me
him
count
at
it
this
up real
point.
quick here, let me see.
You and I, we're gonna get into
1,
other stuff.
2,
Well, hold on. Let this go first, because we're gonna need the chat to get involved with you too.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 and 5.
Oh my God,
Next-
5 and 5. Hold on,
next-
this might have been the
Sorry,
deciding
guys.
vote.
Green Goblin.
I know it's 5 and 4, so I'm gonna change. It says 5 Goblin, 4 Clayface, 1 Samson.
All right, take Samson out. You
You
don't
guys are
have.
killing me with the Samsons.
Next
You know
time.
what though? Watch
time.
next week or
Right,
next
they'll
week.
be
Next
asking for it.
time. No, I think next time He-Man's gonna win. Whoever you do the villain wise.
Samson should win.
And important announcement from He-Man. I mean,
Oh yeah, the movie,
Yeah.
which is perfect.
Yeah.
Another Goblin.
should do
All right,
Skeletor.
Goblin.
All right, we're doing Green
Guys, let
Goblin.
me
Who'd you do
down.
last week? Turtle.
Yeah, you guys let me down.
It beat out. Wait, last week Leonardo won, but what it beat out?
Hulk and
Oh,
who's it?
Batman
DC?
Who Laughs.
Oh, Batman. Yes, I really.
I
shot
thought that was gonna
I
win
agree
last
with
week.
that.
All right, we're doing the Green Goblin. He's gonna do the
Alright.
Goblin at the end of the show. He's gonna give it away.
We show off the Goblin again.
Oh yeah,
This is
See?
the first appearance of the Green Goblin.
first Green Goblin here. This is another spec book that we're gonna get into in
You
a
guys
bit.
let me down.
So, all right, Anthony, owner and sole proprietor, right,
Yes.
of Alterniverse Comics up in Hyde Park.
Man who doesn't sleep.
Works 80 hours a week because
Gotta do it for you people.
that's
Yeah,
it. So,
gotta
all
do
right,
it.
so let me break down his store really quick. So, there's a few stores in the Hudson Valley, and they're like, all right, but this guy probably gets. There's no probably about it. He gets the most titles weekly than anyone in the area. It's not even close. It's got to be double. So, like, if you want even the most obscure, like, Boom Studios book, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one issue, it's there.
Well,
right?
the thing is, on top of that, obviously, we do a lot with reservists. So people tell me they want these books. So
And that
of course we
helps.
order- yeah.
So, like,
helps with the ordering.
so how many books, not individual issues, how many titles a week are you getting?
There's well over 100 titles every week.
Every
On
week.
the stand.
On the stand,
that's
100
not
titles
like
a week.
people,
That's
there's a lot of
crazy. Think of your local comic shop and do they get 100 titles unless you're midtown?
Unless you're a giant store.
Yeah, midtown, and I've probably like Zap, those big boys. Who's getting 100 titles a week? Like,
yeah. I don't think
that's
it's-
crazy. And out of the 100 titles a week, what's your bestseller?
See, we were just talking about this. I think it really is it depends. Right now, Immortal Hulk is. I mean, we
book's
could
so
spec
good.
on
You
that.
told me about
right?
that. That book is so good.
Immortal Hulk is probably one of the biggest sellers. I think right now it is outselling Batman. Not in the store. I'm talking about nationwide.
Oh, I'm talking.
Right?
Oh
In
yeah,
my
let's
store?
talk nationwide.
In my store, I mean, like, what was it came out this week? Last week, rather, was Batman Who Laughs. So Batman Man Who Laughs. Anything Black Label. Those are all the big titles currently.
Oh
at
yeah,
in the shop. Yeah.
any Black Label is doing well. Actually, this week is
Superman.
Was Superman, but
Yep, Superman Year One. Frank Miller. I forgot.
I totally forgot about it too.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll be down this week to scoop it up.
but that's how you spell it, right? Yeah, Alterniverse.
Yeah, it's just alterniverse.net is the website, and we've got a Facebook page that we use. There's a comic group there. I do, Gary does auctions on Instagram. I do them on Facebook.
Yeah,
So,
same thing.
yeah.
Yep. So there's a Facebook group that does them.
We do that every Tuesday night, showing off the new books. So.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. So Anthony does his auctions. You can, you'll ship out books. You have to, right?
Yeah.
So if you can they join your group? I know you try to
Yeah.
keep it local. So there's an Alterniverse Comics Facebook group, and every Tuesday night, 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, it's like 9:30.
9:30 Eastern
9:30.
on Tuesday nights. He does auctions on the new titles for that week, variants and whatnot, and little mini runs and miscellaneous books. Exactly what I do on Instagram, except he's doing them with the brand new books and variants on Tuesday night.
that are coming for Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that is the Green Goblin there. Man Up Games. That's what was
my
voted
name
on.
right now?
Yeah, it's all you right now. So
Wait, no, so I don't like scratch anything.
no, that's fine. I did have more questions for you. So, like, what's your bestseller? Or I should say, how do I word this? What is your bestseller? I think I know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I would say Spider-Man.
yeah,
Amazing
Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man, Batman, and
Batman.
Immortal
And
Hulk.
it depends, because if Batman has something going on that week, then,
like issue 50,
right.
Like a
And
wedding.
issue 50 was kind of a dud, right? I mean, I don't mean to be,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
it actually did pick up. People thought, like, oh, the sales went down. They didn't. They picked up after that story. So I guess he did something right? Like,
is King leaving it because of the movie? Because of
well, you've got that book, right? The Mr. Miracle.
no.
Oh, because I think what he had done with Mr. Miracle and his other the Vision, right? The Vision, Mr. Miracle, and then even Batman. I think he's going to be the writer on New Gods.
That's the film.
So
the
so
live
that's
action film.
I mean, of course, there he is doing Mr. Miracle again.
Yeah.
So
which was a great. Did you read that?
So Mr. Miracle, I did not.
That was awesome. Did you?
So I did not.
That was good. I liked it better than Visions. The Visions.
Yeah.
Which was good. The Visions was. Did you read the Visions?
I don't know what that is, man.
That's they brought Viz into existence. Like
Vision's
he made
wife.
a family.
Like he
I
made
had no idea.
an android, right? Android family.
Yeah, he made an android family for himself.
Huh.
So,
It was good.
And the daughter is on the Champions now.
And the wife? No, the wife is.
Oh yeah, I remember. I put
Isn't it the
wife?
wife? Or Val's dead.
They're
Viz
all,
is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I thought Mr. Miracle was better
So,
out of the two. Mr. Miracle was awesome, actually. That was a
I
really.
think I might have bought the first couple issues of that because the artwork was really cool. It was like really different and kind of like a little bit off the wall. Like,
Oh, can we throw your card up there real
Yeah.
quick, but put it backwards. Put it like here, if you can.
way?
Only because somebody's asking for a commission. They want a zealot from Wildcats.
yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. All good.
So all right. So if you do want a
Does
commission,
it show up on there?
yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's
Is
a
it
little
backwards?
fuzzy, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, actually,
that's-
that's what you do.
That's what you do. So definitely hit up Ryan on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere. And he takes commissions. He's going to be, which we didn't get to talk about next weekend. You're going to be at Garden State
Fan
Garden-
Expo or Comic
Comic
Expo.
Fest.
Comic,
Garden State Comic
Comic
Fest.
Fest, yeah.
If Justin's still in here, he knows what it is.
yeah. Should be a good show, except for the fact that I heard it's on an ice
It's too
rink.
small. It is. There's two of
And-
them.
And Chris
Side by
Minga,
side.
Chris Minga actually texted me the other day. He's like, "Bring a snowsuit," because they went 2 years ago to it, and he's like, Chrissy Zillow's girlfriend wouldn't even put her feet down because she was so frozen. She had her feet up on her table the whole time because it was like a piece of plywood.
That's all it
Over
is. It's
the
like a piece
ice.
of rubber.
And she's like, "You are frozen the whole time. Carrie's gonna die. She's
She's not
cold
gonna
when
like
it's
that.
90 degrees. It's gonna be a nightmare. She's gonna be a train wreck."
So
I like the cold, so I'll be fine. But
it is. I'm pretty sure, Justin. I'm pretty sure it's the two ice rinks side by side.
Yeah,
and like there's a
it's-
hallway
There's
kind
a
of connected.
villain's room and a hero's room is what they're calling it. Like the artists and
Okay.
everything are in the villain's room, and then the vendors and celebrities are in the hero's room. I think is what it is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They're saying the ice rink is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the Hudson Valley Comic Con, and of course, that's on a soccer field.
Yeah, but that's great. Like honestly, like
That was
first-
soft.
for your
first time I was
feet.
like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a nightmare. But the first time that thing popped up, I was like, "That's amazing." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like my first time, except for coming home with all the little grass pellets. in
Oh,
my
in your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was comfy.
Yeah, it was the best show, like foot wise.
So, all right, again, guys, if you guys have any questions, because we're gonna keep rolling here with Anthony, any questions for a store owner? So here, I have a good question for you. First of all, how long have you been in business?
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. If you were, however old you were when you opened the store today,
10 years old.
would you open a store right now? Would you feel confident in the market opening a store?
That's a crazy loaded question.
Okay, actually, it is kind of a loaded question. It's an
Hold on
interesting
one
question.
second. Gorilla Grodd, no, I don't. I'm holding on to all those Avengers 80s. That's the first, what's his name? Wolf?
Red Wolf.
Red
Red
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, it's another
Yeah.
spec book. I think,
No,
I
that's-
think I have like
yeah.
11 of them.
I think he's coming too.
He
I think
is.
we're gonna get Red Wolf.
He is. Yeah, he's coming.
I mean, in the MCU or whatever you want to call it.
He's
the
coming.
cinematic universe.
No. You got to watch Lords of the Long Box, man.
I started watching them.
You did? Yeah,
I
they're
watched the
good.
whole back episodes. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. But yeah, would you open a store today, knowing what you know, even though you can't wipe that from your memory, so you have all the
Right,
all the
that's- that's-
experience.
that's
So it's
a-
hard.
That's a tough one. But like when I had opened the store, we were kind of in a recession, and I had a decent job, so I figured, if we can get through the recession, the rest is gravy. Because I mean, these things happen cyclically anyway. I feel we never really got out of the recession, so it's kind
Back
of
then?
interesting.
Or right now?
or until now.
It seems like
Yeah.
comics are a little bit better now, though.
But
right? I
comic
remember a few
books-
years ago, people didn't seem to be buying anything, but now it seems like more people. I mean, I know even I am, and I'm very finicky. Like I don't buy a ton of books. Like I might come in and drop $50 every couple of weeks, but I got friends that like they're I buy 500.
But having said this, it's true too. Like I feel we had a few more customers that were more, more or less getting one of everything at one point.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that's kind of changed, right, over the years.
Well, the
People
books
more
are also getting
interested.
more expensive.
Sure.
So it's
We
almost
were
like
talking about that the other day too. It's like $5-6 a book now.
yeah. So you almost have to streamline your reading.
Yeah.
Forget your collection. That's a
Right.
whole different story. Just your reading has to be streamlined.
Right.
So would you open a store?
I'd probably still open a store.
Okay, that's fine.
You're a glutton for punishment.
Right. I'd probably still open the shop.
Would you do anything different on day one? I don't know what you were. I don't know what was going on 20 years ago. But
Yeah, I mean,
Blythefield comes down and sign.
yeah,
yeah, right.
Liefeld come in?
Probably. I mean, I guess if we're recessing 20 years, then you would have who was big at the time. Come to the shop, sure. But also it was a little bit different. I missed that period in the 90s where these guys were rock stars, right?
You were right after that, right?
We were after that.
Yeah.
So,
All right, 2 questions. One's for me and one's for you. First, Gary, you take requests to find books for people? Absolutely. Anthony does too. Just a little podcast. As a store owner, how many books do you own if you could put a number on it? Now, that's a two-sided question. Own as in your personal collection?
Yeah.
Or own in the store? Because those are 2 different things. So you want to answer both? How many books do you have in your personal collection? I think I know the answer.
What, like 0?
Yeah, 0.
I mean, that's not true, by the way. I do have a bunch of books that have been signed for me over the years. I mean, I even have Ryan actually had done our cover for Shrugged. Yeah, we did an Alterniverse cover, and Ryan was actually the cover artist, and so I have that book signed by you. I think it's signed to the store to me. I don't remember. So
you had like 1,000 of those things or something like that.
Yeah,
well,
you still
750. We have 750. We did between the 2 of us. So yeah. So I have one of those personalized to me. I've got things that people have brought me back over the years.
Sketch covers too. I remember we had the bigger shop, so we used to do a lot of me, Richard Clark, we used to do sketch covers all the time.
Yeah. So we still have, what I mean? If it's in my collection, then that's, I almost don't count it. But it is. And I did bring with me, but I didn't bring it in. I've got a couple of pieces of original art and things like that. So I have things like that in my collection. Like on my wall at the store, I have a Stan Lee signed lithograph of Spider-Man, right? But I don't have the room in the new shop, smaller shop, to hang that. You know what I mean? It's a big.
That's
frame.
That's
so
a
that hangs on my wall
trend.
at home.
Well, yeah, so that's good. So I don't know. So the answer, how many books? None of the books are like you don't have at home like an ASM one. You have like a signed whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. See, everything's for
books,
sale, man.
Yeah, books from like Italy and stuff like that. Like people have brought for me,
and you just thought they were kind of cool. You they were gifts, and you just
gifts. So I have that kind of thing.
See, everything's for sale.
But everything else, actually, this is how we started the business, right? I had about 200,000 comics to start. So people ask, what it takes. I mean, have a big nugget. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, buy a house or buy a comic under a comic store. Yeah. That's where
it could be a grown up or it could be a kid forever.
So I chose to be a kid forever.
Being a kid.
Yeah. Right.
Remember that grown up crap.
Why does the store owner? How many books do you own if you could put a number on it?
Yeah. So what about in your store?
And in the store, do people come looking for signed books and buy signed books? They do. As a matter of fact, the other day, this is another thing. I've got about 5 or 6 short boxes of just signed books. We go to all the shows and we have a lot of guests, of course, come through. And, we usually catch some signatures and keep some signatures. Like I said, again, Ryan, I'll point to Ryan because you've been to the store, you've signed books for us, you know what I mean? Like you've done original art. And then, so there's a lot of like original art as far as like the covers and
like that.
Yeah. So
how many books are in your store right now?
Over 200,000.
Yeah, you got a lot in there.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's at least 5 or 6.
What's your personal feeling on slabbing? That was a question.
Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. Like I keep going back and forth with people. I think that, slabbing is sort of the way to go because it takes out here we are, we've got a panel in front of us about, what Ryan thinks the grade is going to be, what I think the grade might be. And then of course there's what CGC says it's going to be. So having a third party grading system takes it out of, the collector's hands. And so you come into me, and I'm actually a collection, I'm a grading snob, so I'm going to downgrade the book just because. And it's not it's nothing to do with it.
You won't be disappointed that way.
And exactly, because somebody else is going to, do the same thing to me. Like, right, they're going to come in and beat me down. Like, oh, this is fine, not very fine. So it's very subjective. Yeah. And so I feel that, that subjectivity is kind of like lent to someone else. And you see, and the difference between 9.8 and 9.6, like you said, in the Transformers #1. It's a lot of
the
money.
difference is crazy.
So big. So
different.
if you bring that book into me,
Slabbed or raw.
yeah, it's much better, right? If it's already slabbed.
Oh, if it's already slabbed on a 9.8, yeah.
we can
There's
look
a
at
definitive value.
right.
There's no variable there.
Right. So it takes away a little bit of that variability, right?
Those
Because looking at that though, you're just looking at the last few that have sold. So when did they sell and things like that. So
and the market changes. It's hard to
almost daily sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is daily.
Yeah,
it is daily. Ryan, people are asking about your commissions, price wise. That's a lot of variables in there.
Yeah, I mean it ranges from about 75 for starting for like 9x12 kind of things up to.
Is that a 9x12?
Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Black and white would just be 75.
There you go. Who's asking? Victor Olin.
But again, it depends on how many characters, how big you want. Like I got somebody who's got an Age of Apocalypse piece of doing like 5 characters in it, 11x17 full color. That's crazy expensive.
But that's a lot. That's a lot of
like
work.
Something like that's going to be expensive. But again, have them message me.
Do you have any pieces with you that you've done that are like colored?
Oh, last time we did.
Yeah, last time I had a whole.
Okay, so you can look at last video.
So next time, yeah, you go back watch the last live video.
I only say that because like I really do. I like when you finish. What are the Copic markers? I don't want to.
Yeah. So Copic and Prismas usually is a combo. Some markers, different markers. Like I love Copics. The grays are phenomenal, but Prismas, they're like reds and blues, and the primary colors are so much brighter.
They're bright,
vibrant, and they're cheaper. And everyone's like, no, Copics are the greatest thing in the world. I don't find that they are. I mean, granted, I can't tell half the colors.
And that's coming from a colorblind artist. Yeah. So,
and having said that, though, that's the thing. It's like your coloring on some of these pieces is amazing.
It's funny because people mention that all the time, and not to like pat myself on the back. I think it's honestly because I see them. I see things in shades basically. So I think that's why people are always like, "Oh my god, it looks like you colored like an animation cell," because I don't blend things at all. Like I never blend the colors. Like really, like a lot of artists blended like. And I don't even understand how they do that. Like I look at people like Billy Fowler and Christian Mingle, those guys that I'm friends with, and I look at the way they color, and it's like the smoothest transition sometimes. I can't do it. I can't wrap my head around how to do that at all. It's weird.
Having said that, the solid colors are always very solid. Like you know what I mean? They're all the same gradient.
I feel like I color sometimes like old school comic books were colored like way back, like kind of like the very blocky, like like. Here's your reds, here's your greens, here's your darker red, here's your darker green, like, to show the shading on everything. Is that cat crying now?
Yeah, because, I lock them in and out.
Cat's a nut job.
I just don't want Phoebe to wake up when they come home. So, all right, let's switch over to me and you because I want to. That dick cat. Because I want to talk about some spec books. And guys, if you.
Lays right on my bag.
So if you guys do have any questions for either Ryan or Anthony, please shoot them in. Because we're going to switch back because I do want to go over some spec books real quick.
As far as demographics changing, it is sort of
getting older.
That actually years ago I was interviewed at a con because I was the only retailer without gray hair.
Oh,
so
boy, that's changed.
That end of it.
That must have been a few years ago.
I do want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
I've never seen you with a mustache. Why no mustache?
Oh, I don't know. That's random.
Your hair so beautifully.
I don't wash it. I just condition. There's a little trick for all you guys. Yeah, this dude Victor would like a zealot with both costumes side by side.
All right.
Color makes a difference. Size makes a difference on price. You got to hit him on Instagram or.
Again,
no, I'm on. We're on us now. We'll get you all in. We'll have Ryan type in all the information before the end, or just.
Email zombiepets. Starts with a Z, ends with a Z, and I hate that. zombiepets@gmail.com.
There you go. Zombiepets@gmail.com.
Yeah, hit me up and we can discuss, get pricing going.
All right, so you guys, if you've watched a lot of my older videos, you definitely saw the whole Micronauts thing, which I still think is going to happen. This is the guy that I was talking to about this through all those going back and forth because I wanted to get into some speculation books, and one of them again, I'm still putting my money where my mouth is the Micronaut in a 9.8.
Cool
and one of the reasons why too is this book has a lot of room for growth as far as like it's an older book that isn't very expensive now.
Right.
So,
I think 9.8s are between $250 and $275,
which it's not bad.
No, it's not. Generally speaking, that's not a lot of money with 9.8 books from the 80s. And
if you look at this book, I mean, we don't get where's the Transformers? We don't get Transformers without Micronauts. So there's one. Hasbro has control over all these properties. So, it's just a matter of time before they make the Micronauts movie.
I think it's gonna happen.
We didn't get Bug.
Didn't they do
We
a
didn't get
comic
Bug in
one,
the
Sean
Marvel
Murphy?
universe, but
Was that Micronauts or was that something? Oh, it's
That what?
Chrononauts.
Chrononauts.
That's right. That Sean Murphy did a while ago, like a year or two ago.
Micronauts came out though.
That's,
it was
that's
IDW.
coming. Chrononauts is.
That's right. That was a Millar book or Mark Millar thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Sean Murphy and Mark Millar.
But they redid Micronauts.
Mark Miller.
Yeah. I've heard of both. I've heard Millar, I've heard Miller, so I don't know.
His name is Miller. But it's coming to Netflix with the rest of his stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, Millar World.
Because he's gonna basically own Netflix pretty soon.
Well, they have to do something because no more Disney. So they're going with Millar's stuff, which is good because I want to see
And
Reborn.
Liefeld.
Listen,
this guy.
That guy. I don't want to talk about it.
Better investment, Micronauts or Booster Gold 1? Probably Booster Gold 1. If you're going to get it in a 9.8.
Yeah,
you have
it's
to
a
get it in
9.8.
a 9.8. I would say Booster Gold 1.
Got a cat.
Dude, if he beats the shit out of you right now, this is going
Oh, please don't say
viral.
he's purring though. Is that
He
good or
keeps saying-
bad?
Maybe it's just you.
Oh, he's rubbing on you. You're
Maybe he doesn't
good.
like you.
He never goes after me.
Maybe
He
he's like
loves
your
me.
friend. Maybe he's like your hair.
Maybe
so.
Micronauts #1 is the better investment. What do you think?
I like Dave Cockrum.
Okay, so there you go.
That's a tough one.
All right, so now my next spec book is something that if you
And
follow
plus,
me,
I like the toy lines. I like
Micronauts all day.
Yeah, Booster Gold's not gonna have a toy
Probably not. No,
line. He does have a toy. I don't see Booster Gold having a toy line.
no,
So,
probably not a whole line.
Yeah.
He's going nuts on your head.
Sounds so good.
So all right, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that this is my big personal spec book that I'm up to 7 copies of this now. I have 3 at CGC or 2 at CGC and 5 right here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I have, where they are, but this is Fantastic Four Annual 6, first appearance of Annihilus and what's his name too? For Franklin Richards. But Annihilus
is their kid.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's not why this is
Well,
this is
we're
bothering
doing
you?
the villain. Not
Yeah.
It's just making out my head.
Yeah.
She does. He's just
Now
biting your, now he's biting your hair. That's
he
good.
bit me.
Oh God.
Okay.
Link. I want the viewers to go up
Right,
before I do anything. No, I'll get him out of here. Come on. Stop being dumb. So FF Annual 6, right? So me and Jem were talking. I don't know if you guys follow or subscribe to Jem Mid. Me and him were talking the other day about this book. And I want to get your view on it. So I think, and he was saying that the next big baddie is going to be Annihilus because of the wave and that whole thing.
Yeah, I watched that video actually. Talk about how they just re-released the
omnibus.
omnibus thing.
So what? Not yet. It's coming out, I think, in the fall or winter or something. So what Marvel does is they don't reprint omnibus often or at all, and if they do, it's to promote something. Because I think they reprinted the Infinity War.
Yeah.
All of them. So that all got reprinted. How coincidental that the movie was coming out and blah blah blah.
And
blah,
now
blah,
Carnage.
And now Carnage is coming. Why they reprint that too?
Well, I don't know that they reprinted it, but they put it out there again. There's a bunch of Carnage. I have them at the shop. Omnibus for Carnage and for Venom, and
So
Venom 2 Carnage is coming in the comic book itself. So it is a nice lead into the next Carnage, Absolute Carnage that's coming.
that's the whole summer thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of psyched about that. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty
I think
good.
so.
I think it's Donny Cates.
Stegman's drawing it, right?
Yeah, some of it.
Cates is writing it.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty good, I think.
But anyway, FF Annual 6. So the big thing is the wave, right? And Annihilation story arc. They reprint coming out sometime this year or early next year, the Annihilation Omnibus. So to me, that's promoting the fact that he's coming. But this is my one speculation book that I'm invested heavy in. I have 7, I think I'm up to 7 of this. But to go side by side with this, well, no, not this one yet. To go side by side,
No.
I have these. So this is the first appearance of Norman Osborn. Okay. Raw copy. I don't have any of these rated. Would you want to see it? This, again, another
Osborn
first appearance of Green Goblin. I'm up to 4 of these. I have 4 of these because this is the other book that I am personally speccing on. And then to go with that, I also have one of these, Amazing Spider-Man 31. First Gwen and
that's a cool cover too.
first Gwen and first Harry Osborn. So
These are some of my favorite comics.
well, yeah, you're a Spidey guy.
Yeah.
So
Any of the Spidey's under 100.
so well, yeah. So all right, so let me put all this into perspective, and then I want your opinion on it. Back to that back. You're holding it like Vanna. So all right, so I think, how do I word this? So I think Norman Osborn is coming. I do. I think Marvel has the rights to Norman Osborn.
It'd be nice if they finally did Sinister Six properly too.
Well, that's part of this, kind of. So I believe And I could totally be wrong. Just like we were kind of wrong with Micronauts, but maybe we were just a little early on Micronauts. So I think the wave is coming. I think Annihilus is coming. I think the Annihilation story arc is coming. But the thing about that is, what the hell is Peter Parker going to do? What is the new Avengers, the young Avengers? What are they going to do about that cosmic threat, right? Nothing at the moment.
Cosmic Spider-Man?
No. What's going to happen is I think there's going to be the Dark Avengers. I think Norman Osborn is coming, and I think they're going to do a Dark Avengers arc. And I think there's actually going to be two big baddies. I think there's going to be the Dark Avengers on Earth, and I think you're going to have Annihilation and the wave coming from space. And I think that's why Nova is coming. Nova's coming. We know about Guardians of the Galaxy already. We know Beta Ray. We know all of that. But we know the Fantastic Four is coming, and whether they're going to be cosmic or not. But we also know the X-Men are coming, and they're probably not going to be cosmic, right? If you had one or the other, it'd be Fantastic Four.
Well, the Eternals could very easily give us the X-Men.
They could. Well, and that's another cosmic, though. Right? You could have the Celestials and everything out there, unless they make Galactus a Celestial. I don't know. Right? So,
they're talking about the mid-credits scene for.
See, I don't know.
Far From Home.
I'm trying not to read things, but I heard it's all right. So I'm going to spoil something, guys. So I heard that and then Ryan, I don't know if I told you this, so sorry. That a mid-end credit scene is going to be Oscorp. That Norman Osborn bought the Avengers Tower, right?
I saw that pop up.
So if that's true, then they're opening up for the Dark Avengers, in my opinion, because what better villain, right? What better villain to play?
Especially Earthbound villain.
That's the key right there.
Unless you go in Doc Doom, but I don't think they do.
You also get the Thunderbolts thing, right? Because you get the villains like, oh, we're legit, right? Because Mysterio is going to look legit. He's got to be a villain. That's the whole. I think everyone's
right, of course.
And then therefore you could have somebody like Oscorp, somebody like Osborn, step in and set up his villain team. Exactly.
So how is that's the whole thing. So that's the whole point of this is I think there's going to be two villains. I think you're going to have a major threat on Earth, which is, and it's going to be right in front of your face, but they're going to disguise it. We'll all know they're bad, right? We'll know the Dark Avengers are bad, but the people on Earth won't. Maybe Spidey will, and who else is down there? Not even Captain Marvel. Who's on Earth right now?
Well, the thing is, we might be getting
Falcon, Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man, Falcon, Wasp, all these guys. They might know the threats there, but they're not going to know the cosmic threat is there. Right. Who's going to know about that? Captain Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Eternals.
Maybe Ant-Man, because he's
in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing. I do think Annihilus is the next villain. I do think the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, is going to play a part in all of this. I also think the Sinister Six is coming in the MCU.
I hope so.
Fahey or whatever is right. Fahey.
Kev,
my boy Kev. He already talked about that they're hoping or trying to get Venom in the third Spider-Man movie. So what are you like? Are you building a Dark Avengers? Are you not? I don't know. But anyway, the spec books for me, two big, huge monster spec books. ASM 14 for the first Green Goblin, which is not cheap, and FF Annual 6 first Annihilus, which still you can go get.
You can get it not. I looked a few of them up. They're not too bad yet.
So and then the Nova and Nova 1, like the first Nova, like all this. My man Dick Ryder, right?
Yeah.
So
my man Dick Ryder.
So it's just it's all. They said they want to go cosmic. What better art? Because I don't think Galactus.
And they've already hinted at the Nova Corps, so it's gonna.
I don't think Galactus is the villain.
Like Jim
I think that
he might in his last video he talked about it, Galactus isn't technically a bad guy. He's kind of like this cleansing
balance
of the universe kind of thing.
We already had that, right? We already had the balance.
And honestly, I don't. I still don't know if they could do Galactus properly. I really don't know if it could be done properly. I mean, how the hell do you have Spider-Man being involved against, this big against Galactus?
Well, they already showed the Celestials.
Yeah, they did, but they were they came in and they were wiping shit out in 1 in 10 seconds. So
yeah, the second.
Galactus would be cool, but
I don't have another Silver Surfer 3. Sorry, and then Silver Surfer, people are saying Silver Surfer's coming.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, you can do Surfer without Galactus as the main bad villain.
You can do him as a flashback kind of thing, like they do with the Celestials.
You could do
one for 10 seconds.
There's a lot of options. I don't think Galactus is the big baddie. I think if you're gonna have a big threat, it would be. I think Annihilus and the Wave and the Annihilation arc has more legs.
I'm gonna come at it from a different angle. I think that Marvel might step back and do individual movies.
But still in the same universe.
Yes.
So there is no big baddie
necessarily.
which is better for the Dark Avengers and Annihilus.
Right.
There's no big baddie.
Right.
Because you don't need another decade-long story arc.
No,
Right.
somebody was saying that too. I don't think they're going to do 10, 11 years again.
No, but you could do like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
like
curious.
three or
What do people feel about that? I'm kind of curious about from the audience. What do they think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to go for another 10-year arc, or do you
I
think
hope
that they're
not.
just going to go
I don't think so.
smaller, and that, we'll have an Ant-Man
Like
3,
5-6 movies
Captain
to build
Marvel.
5-6 movies to build
Yeah.
one, and just kind of go from there.
I think that's what they're going to do. Because they want to, I mean, come on, you got to want the Fantastic Four and the X-Men in there as soon as possible, but
Oh, yeah.
without rushing it. So, like,
The
you
other thing
can
is,
bring
I, mean,
them
I want
in,
her properly done X-Men so bad, more than anything in the world.
in costume, the
There,
right
there
way.
hasn't been a proper X-Men as far as I'm concerned ever. Like,
I don't think
the
any
first
of
one was mediocre, I had hopes, and then I was like, eh. But it still wasn't the right time, I guess.
So the rumors are they're going to introduce the mutant gene by saying the Hulk snapped caused something. So Hulk snap, which is another thing I don't want to get into.
No, no, but that's going to be their loophole
Well, I
for
feel,
everything,
no,
which
well,
is fine.
no, I feel that the Eternals coming, they are the ones that, if you read The Eternal, right? That book, The Eternal,
I don't-
but it was
didn't
by, oh gosh, what's his name? He wrote Superman Action Comics.
Jurgens?
No. And then he ended up writing, for Marvel. He wrote this book, The Eternal. And in The Eternal, it was the Eternals that kickstarted our evolution.
Oh, I
So
did
they're
hear
kind of
about
responsible. You know what I mean?
Zelda.
Pull the Zelda book out.
that. Come
Wow.
on. Not the Zelda one.
And I think in the, right?
It could, I mean, it could. They put a lot of
You get
emphasis.
mutation, they're the first ones to mutate us.
I think they have
Celestials are involved.
Well,
and we've
they've
already
put-
seen them.
a lot of emphasis on Eternals and Cosmic. Like, they've been talking about that a lot. So, Neil Gaiman. Was he who wrote it?
No. He wrote the another story with called The Eternals with John Romita Jr. in art. That came later. There's another book
I
called
remember that
Eternal, like The Eternal. And it deals with, like I said, the Eternals come down, the Celestials and the Eternals sort of kickstart our evolution. They give us the apple of knowledge, and that starts a war amongst the Eternals because they made like the first human woman. So,
Leave it to a woman.
yeah, if you maybe look it up really quick because I'm trying to remember the person's name starts with an A. The author.
I don't know. What's up, Art of Ken? I should kind of start calling some people out in the chat for being involved. But real quick, Ryan's still finishing up the Green Goblin. We'll be giving that out before the end of the show. And we're here with Anthony of Alterniverse Comics. Just bullshit and talking comics. I have one more spec book. Well, it's not really a spec book, but this is good for Justin. Yeah, good luck, good as gold. I mean, I'm a DC guy too, but there's nothing. I cannot foresee a situation where DC can go anywhere near Marvel at this point.
I think
They need to
Wonder
blow the
Woman,
universe.
Wonder Woman 1984. The poster and the sound of it looks like it could be really good.
Oh, the first one was good, but what are they?
I thought the ending of the first one was a little weak, honestly.
They're villains.
So I'm thinking
That's
they
just
can.
it. Like, we talked about that too before. Like, DC's got such powerful characters. Like, how do you do a villain in a one-shot movie like that? That's not, like, again, like Thor. Who the hell does Thor fight? Who does Superman fight? Who does Wonder Woman fight? Like, it's tough to have these super powerful characters that in a one-shot movie, their villain in Wonder Woman is the weakest part of the whole entire thing. Like, that whole transition at the end, all of a sudden he's just like, well, it turns into
Ares.
yeah,
He's got a
Ares was
war.
like, all right.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't really. He never seemed threatening. Like, he just really didn't seem like anything.
Well, that was a pretty big fight at the end.
She was fighting two wars: sexism and Ares.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. Good God.
Big news dropping on Lords of the Long Box this week regarding future DC movies. So there you go. You guys definitely want to catch them. They're on Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern time, which I do have another DC spec book. I have Power Girl, First Power Girl. That's a nice book to have. But I'm going to flip back to us because I want to show you one more book.
You're not like rushing.
I mean, if you want to hurry up, that'd be great.
Listen.
That's the one, though, if we can
You're making
announce
so much
the
shine
fact that
over
you are. Do you mind if we do the thing collecting the books to send them out to CGC?
Oh, no.
Maybe we can discuss that too. So
Real
show
quick.
off a couple more CGC books.
Yeah, so Justin was talking this on Lords of the Long Box. So Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Right? He's coming.
Yep.
But how many first appearances does that dude have? Like a bunch.
Yeah, a bunch.
doesn't he?
Adam Warlock or him.
Yeah,
So
right.
His first appearance is in your hand.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So there's multiple multiple like first appearances of Adam Warlock, but if you watch the market, because that's going to dictate everything, right? The market dictates. This is the book that you guys probably want to grab. This is Fantastic Four 67, and according to CGC, origin and first appearance of him. Which is Adam Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one. So this is an 8.0. I think I bought this off a dude from Instagram. Kind of looks better than an 8.0 in my opinion.
You know, the other thing
This
is like sometimes the books, like the book that you had pressed and everything, the X-Men book, it had like a question mark. It's basically it presented better than what the grade was.
Yeah.
So this is one of those instances, I think, where you've got a really nice.
You're welcome, art chemist.
Really nice. It presents really, really well. That would look really nice on the wall. Yeah,
it'll look really nice at someone else's house when it doubles in value because I'm not keeping that one.
You're not gonna keep this one.
No. Look. Like I got
no
my
room.
Thor. That's all He-Man and Turtles.
There's no room in here, guys. I mean, he's got his Pearl Jam posters behind us, but all around is just comics.
Yeah,
comics and statues.
Yeah, but I have some stuff to fix in the corner. I want to switch back over to Ryan though because he's starting to progress very nicely, and I want to throw my cat outside.
Throw him out the window at this point. Just kidding, Peter.
No. He hates closed doors. I don't want my daughter woken up when they come home.
Yeah.
They're not home yet, though, right?
No. You almost done over there or what?
Wow.
You're getting pushy.
I am getting pushy. If you guys have any more...
Sure, those two. We should talk about, like, the fact that we do offer the service. So, I mean, I don't know if you want
to... So over at Alterniverse Comics, what we like to do, and before I get into that, Man from Beantown, I'm probably going to do a room tour, but my room looks like a bomb hit it. I have short boxes and slabs all over this place. Actually, do you want all those for the store?
That'd be awesome.
Take them all because they're in the way.
Random.
And just there's a lot. They're already priced. So you can have them.
Price to move.
Yeah.
Price
free
to move,
here.
Guys.
So I do have the Big E's New York Warriors shirt on, but we'll flip back over here before the end of the show.
My Waffler shirt.
But anyway, so what we do over at Alterniverse Comics about once a quarter, once every 3 months, is we do a CGC day where people come in and I take their books and I do the submissions for them. And I clean and press and do everything for them. So like if you're in the area, I don't know who's watching, who's close by. It just makes it really easy to come by. We discuss the book, talk about the possible grade. And I've had guys come in there with short boxes like Charlie.
Yeah.
And pick out like 10, 12 books out of an entire short box based on what's hot, what's not, what's the grade, what do you want, what's your preference out of the box. So we did a couple books for Anthony. So I'm just going to switch back here. One of them is, we've been talking about Liefeld a little.
Yeah.
So 2 books. Let's do the Liefeld first. I mean, I don't know what they're going for at 9/8.
And by the way, I've been telling people too about on when I do my thing on Tuesday night about Liefeld and the fact that, we're going to see a lot of his stuff like Brigade and Bloodstrike and all that stuff. It all got optioned. It's all coming. But of course, this is just Major X, his new character for Marvel. Basically, it's Cable's son. I mean, I think everybody knows that, right? Like, so.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any damn sense.
Wait, it's Cable and Storm's kid?
Yeah, just so everybody knows. And this also introduces a new Deadpool character called Dreadpool.
Yes. Original
Dreadpool.
Who's second generation Deathstroke, if you really want to get into it.
Third.
Third.
Derivative character. I don't know. Actually, this book was pretty well done. It's well drawn. I mean, it's kind of Liefeld.
Yeah. Oh, it's not his interior.
It's Liefeld. Oh yeah.
He did the first one.
Yeah, he didn't do the rest of them. Yeah, he hasn't done the rest of them.
Burned himself out after the first.
Well, I mean, he's talking a lot about DC, and I think he'll be doing more with Marvel. And I think
he's in Rome right now. He's on vacation with his family.
Is he? Okay, I think we're gonna see
last like 3 weeks.
Every time I check in on him, he's like on a ski-doo. Okay, it must be nice. I don't know. I'm at work, but I live vicariously through him. The other book we had gotten back though was this is a double cover.
That's what makes it so cool.
Yeah, so these are kind of like unicorns. So we got one, and it's a double cover, both CGC 9.8.
I clean and press that one.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it came back perfect. I mean,
both covers came back.
As I say, this is the thing. It's like a lot of times you'll see a double cover. They grade both covers, and you'll see a different grade. Right?
Yeah,
like
but what they do,
9.4 kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes. So what they do on the cover is they'll give a grade for each cover, but the highest grade goes on the label. both
Well, in
covers.
the corner, yeah.
Both covers. So in the notes, here, let me see this really quick because it's kind of tricky to see. So I'm going to try to show you guys this. So under the title, you see the date, and then under the date, you see the notes here. It says double cover, first cover 9.8, interior cover 9.8. And what they do is they put the highest grade actually on the label here. So you're going to see the grades on everything. And both covers came back 9.8, which is cool as hell.
The store is located in Hyde Park, New York, but we're coming to you from an undisclosed location.
Yeah, my man cave. Victor's in Puerto Rico. You shipped to Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, they pay the shipping on it. Dude, what are you doing, you crackhead? You cat's out of control. Yes, I
This
ship to
is
Puerto Rico. I'll ship anywhere.
Because Melissa's not home. I would imagine.
Dude,
do you want, fight? If I get him out of here, he's just gonna knock on the door again.
I'm closing the book. Yeah.
You're out of control. I already hit. Oh, let's go back to you because I want to see
some progress.
Yeah,
this is so cool.
Oops. There we go.
Plus, I want to get me off screen.
So Green Goblin, he's coming along. All right, was there anything else?
Work a little bit more on that mustache.
Anything else you wanted to talk about?
I was just curious if anybody else had any other questions. I'm 90 minutes from Hyde Park. I'll be stopping by soon. Awesome. Let us know where you saw us. Yeah. That's the other thing that we like to hear and see is like, there's obviously it's all word of mouth. I mean, that's the other thing about being a business. It's really all just word of mouth and
social media, man.
Yeah, social media is the biggest thing in the world right now.
Yeah.
I'd still be working at Barnes & Noble if it wasn't for Instagram.
Right?
No joke. Like I would have never had.
And we've discussed. I mean, this is the thing we've discussed about this. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah.
I didn't quit my day job for years.
Well, I wouldn't quit if it wasn't for my wife. She was like, "Oh, she has a good enough job." She's like, "You're miserable every single day. Walk away."
Because of the job, though. Let's
yeah. She's like, if we have to, we can, rely on me. Which
we're not trying to say Ryan is miserable every day.
Well, the last couple of years have been rough, but yeah.
Oh, Otto's here from 3 Men in a Basement. You guys got to give them a sub too, man. 3 Men in a Basement, a bunch of dudes just having a blast doing what we're doing, kind of looking at slabs, opening books, talking about specs, talking about weekly pickups, and not just their weekly books, but stuff they find at garage sales, at local comic shops on sale and stuff like that.
Well, and to start off this, that's what you did today. I mean, let's just start off this video. It's interesting to see what Ryan had found. I mean, people obviously have to bring things to me. I'm in the shop all the time, but even going out, I never find anything, Ryan. So
now, I've never,
like I said,
never had
this,
one. And if I do, someone's like, "Oh, I know that's worth something." There's like a $700 price tag. I'm like, dude, man, you're crazy. Do customers admit when they hit up other local comic shops?
Do customers admit? Yeah, they really don't have any. It's a small world. It's a small world. So yeah, you see where people go. I mean, because of social media too, everybody gets tagged at where they've been. Yeah, that's the other thing too. So people, I don't know if they forget or. So yeah, you can see where people have gone. You hear about it, and people tell you. The thing is like at the shop, of course, a big portion of our business is the weeklies, the people that come in weekly and pick up their books. So it's just. Don't screw over your local comic shop.
Yeah, you don't survive without that.
Yeah, like
that means if you guys have books waiting for months on end, those are books that these local comic shops eat with that money. So you're not going to your local
and get
comic
the next
shop.
Row, the next
the
next batch of books. Like we can't do anything.
You have a pull
list.
All
held up.
That's the thing. If you have a pull list, go get your stuff, guys. Even if it's every week or don't go longer than 2 weeks, man, because that's money sitting in a folder waiting for you to come get these guys basically and for their lunch.
Yeah, and exactly. That's the biggest I guess hurdle for the shop, because what do you do in the interim? You don't want to like put the books back because then they might come and pick them up. But then
that's tough for somebody.
You. So it's a timing issue. So
we got another question. Here's a good one. How do you feel about the trend of comics and the industry? Do you think people will get tired of seeing superheroes on the big screen and they will get tired of comics themselves?
I don't think people will ever get tired of comics. I think people will get tired of seeing the superheroes on the big screen if they have a miss. I feel like X-Men Phoenix did us all a big disservice because like all the other movies have been.
Should never even release that.
Yeah,
was it that bad? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
I mean, they're taking it out of the theater apparently.
It's already coming out.
Yeah,
it's down to like those 7 to 10 o'clock showings, and that's it.
But then they're taking it out altogether. I heard like there was an announcement today. Yeah, and
the only thing that I was psyched about seeing was the New Mutants movie.
Right.
Oh, that's
because they did like a horror version.
But see, this is the other thing. It's like, okay,
here's
here's another angle on the will people get sick of seeing superheroes? Well, this is what Marvel has done, okay, and so has DC followed. It's like each story, each movie is a different genre. right? You got a World War One movie and Wonder Woman, right? You get a fantasy, whatever. I don't even know what Aquaman was, right? You get this crazy fantasy.
Yeah,
they embraced the
Let's
idea.
not get into it. I like Aquaman.
Right, but no, they embrace the idea that like there's sharks with laser beams, right? So you get this whole so they embrace it, right? They
embraced it.
So
I liked it I just thought there was a lot of cheesy dude lines that they didn't need. That was my whole thing.
But I mean, it's Momoa.
I know, we know he's cool, but it was good. I liked Aquaman a lot. I still say Wonder Woman's the best DC movie yet.
Shazam,
second best. Shazam's 2 to me, and 2A and 1A.
And Shazam, this is the other thing. I mean, you can't.
Well, we're talking DCEU,
as far as like it started the last few years,
because otherwise it's definitely Dark Knight.
Oh yeah,
that's
Dark Knight. Yeah, Dark Knight, and then Batman Begins.
Superman 2. I'm just older than you guys.
No, I don't know. What are you
talking about? I'm like a hot minute. Like,
Superman 2.
44. Could be 45. I'm an old dirtbag.
So yeah, no, I don't think people necessarily will, because it goes through cycles. I mean, we're talking about books. Batman has been around since the 40s.
Stop rebooting things. There's so many original great characters out there. Just do them properly. Stop rebooting Spider-Man. Stop rebooting Batman.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
stop rebooting Captain Marvel. Her movie made $1 billion, so prove that why not give her another movie?
Yeah,
she
is
another movie. Well, I mean, yes, but at the same time, why not? But then the comic book, they've restarted over 12 times.
Yeah, because it doesn't sell.
Is like the continuity.
It doesn't sell. This is something that Jen was talking about the other day. Is like Black Panther made $1 billion, but it can't keep a title.
Yeah,
it can't keep a title running.
Yep.
Look at Captain Marvel, made $1 billion, can't keep a title.
Yeah.
How many times do they have to restart that show or that book?
Somebody's asking about a book. I don't think that's something that we're not going to do that, right?
No.
We're not. I'm sorry. Like
I do have an ASM 361. You just got to hit me up. Do you have any? I gave you one.
I think I have one. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to hit me up.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you come to the store for. I'm sorry. Like that's something you come to the store for. Or if like when Gary's announces he's going to be doing a Instagram auction or something like that.
I do have a 361. I don't know. I think I have like it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think I have a 361.
Yeah.
In my opinion, with the books versus movies, everyone loves going to the movies to see a good movie. Whether it's a superhero movie or another shark movie or a space movie. If it's good, it's good. It's going to sell. It's going to keep going. So if these Marvel movies or the DC movies are keep doing well or keep, if they're still good A+ movies, they're going to continue to do well for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get sick of them.
But,
how many James Bonds are there?
Well,
which is what
Manimal
was. And Jen was talking about the other day.
Things are cyclical, though, right?
True.
I mean, that was the thing about M. Night Shyamalan's whole trilogy. It's the idea that like he only focused on like superhero comics. But there's so much more to comics and comics history than superheroes. So again, if you ever wanted to get into that, you can come by the shop and talk to us.
That book at all
I just sold one for 40. Sorry,
dude, it went through the roof.
Oh, Jem Mint's in the house. Just as I just said something about Jem and his show the other night, last night actually, they were talking about James Bond and how he's probably the most prolific movie character ever.
Like 30 of those damn movies.
There's a ton of them. Yeah. But again, if they're done well and successful, they're going to keep doing them, and that's what's going to keep happening with these movies.
Having said that, things are still cyclical, like I'm saying, because you look at like cowboy movies and things like that, and every once in a while, right, they try to give you a resurgence of that genre, and it doesn't quite work.
And you see 4 or 5 of them come out in a couple of years, and then
the same thing, like look at Superman. We were talking about a movie that came out in the 70s, right, and then before that in the 40s, right. You have like these like it's always there. So as far as the success goes, as long as Marvel can keep putting one out, and they're going to put out 4 next year.
Yeah,
so that's
they haven't really dropped the ball yet. Like I thought Ant-Man was going to be a flop, and that's one.
Dude, I really liked both Ant-Man.
Yeah, I thought
those were some of my favorite.
I was like, how do you
Marvel
have Paul
movies?
Rudd be a superhero? He was a goofball, but he was freaking amazing.
He was awesome.
Hilarious.
Those San Diego Comic-Con's coming. I think we're going to get a lot of news from that.
Well, that's the other thing. I think that
so it's been quiet.
Are holding on to like things like things are leaking. Like, oh look, we cast He-Man, but like I think we're going to find out a lot more. In a very short time.
Oh, what I was talking about, we were talking about He-Man actually before we started, and then we talked about it a little bit on. As big of a deal as it was as who was cast as He-Man, I think it's going to be a bigger deal who's cast as Skeletor.
Yep.
Yeah. That's going to be the bigger deal.
By the way, By the way, the original movie, Dolph Lundgren, nobody did.
No, Frank Langella was
Skeletor.
He dumped himself into that. Like I've watched documentaries on that.
The documentary on Netflix. He was digging that role as Skeletor. Like he loved being Skeletor.
So Maybe get him to
And he
do
was
it
awesome.
again.
I mean, that movie.
He's still
cheesy, but
acting.
That, like he
He's
was
still
so
acting.
Cool
Get
as
him to do it
Skeletor.
again.
Yeah, there you go.
They should make
He's
him
under a
forward
mask and everything. He just has to act and talk. You know. Like,
He loved it. He improv'd and shit.
Yeah.
That was so. I do think that's going to be a big deal. The Skeletor casting. Like everyone's like, oh, they cast He-Man's moving forward. All right, let's see.
I like the fact that they took a kind of low-level no-name guy. Though.
Yeah.
Like they weren't just like, let's get the Rock.
That was like, dude, that was like Christian Bale with Batman, right? Like, who was Christian Bale? He was Psycho.
Actor
Yeah, he was in Psycho, right? When he was cast, American Psycho. That was it, right? And he was in a couple other things. And this dude comes out as Batman, and I think he did a great job.
I think he was the best, honestly. Like him and then Michael Keaton, just because that was like my childhood. And I think
Keaton was great.
I still want a Batman Beyond movie.
Oh yeah, that's
like that'd be so cool. You know what? This whole Robert Pattinson thing, make him the Batman Beyond.
Well, I'll tell you, man. Like I'm gonna hold.
I'm not gonna say it's bad because they have. As far as I'm concerned, I like Affleck. He wasn't horrible.
Oh, I liked him as Batman, but the thing is that they didn't like. I felt the same way about Henry Cavill. I thought he could be a really good Superman, but they didn't let him like be Superman.
They did, yeah. Superman
and so Batman didn't quite
it.
But still, it was. I thought in the beginning of Batman Superman, I liked him.
Like he got trashed.
Yeah, Alex, that hot goblin is being given out today.
Yeah, we're actually going to. Well, we're gonna.
No, I'm gonna figure out.
Ask a question.
I'll figure out.
Yeah. First you already showed it.
That's all right. That's a better reason too. No, that's an easy answer.
Ask it, right?
Yeah, that's an easy answer. Actually,
when I'm off camera, I'll look up.
By the way, somebody commented that your art is reminiscent of Todd Knock, and those are the type of guys that I kind of think of when I see your artwork too.
I'll take that. I like Todd Knock stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like your inking. But what were we just talking about? He-Man, and there was something else I wanted. Oh, the casting. So Robert Pattinson, right? I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna hope they know what they're doing, because I was that dude when Heath Ledger got cast. Said, wait, the gay cowboy just got cast as Joker.
Stupid, blah, blah, blah,
oh my god! And
well,
I mean,
again,
come on, the rest is history.
I don't think either studio has gotten any of the casting wrong.
Oh, I do.
Like
Flash. Ezra Miller.
Oh, that was bad. That was really
fine.
Bad. No,
what?
Not as very. If anything, he should have been Wally West.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't the thing. The thing was that again,
I didn't like.
And
they
could have had. Hold on, I will definitely squash all this. He was definitely bad. They definitely fucked up the Joker in Suicide Squad, and they definitely fucked up.
Don't see it.
Whoa, you're crazy, Jared Leto. I was excited for him, and then he came out like an emo fucking Joker who works at Hot Topic.
But that's the way I'm saying they could have. They need to embrace it. They need to embrace it. The Joker should have been the villain of that movie.
You're right. Yeah,
it's the movie. The whole story was bad. It was just.
I thought it was bad, but it was fun.
Well, it's because it's like a music video. It was bad, right?
Yeah.
So like that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, what about Lex? Lex Luthor wasn't a horrible casting.
It's Lex Luthor's kid.
Is it?
I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think so.
That was that twitchy little freak. I can't stand that guy.
I think the thing is like we grew up on a Lex Luthor that's intimidating.
I know Kevin Spacey is like
Kevin Spacey's
out. Out of the world, but like.
But Kevin Spacey can't be showing his face anywhere.
Kevin Spacey though, they made him to look like Gene Hackman.
Yes, they did. Yep.
Right. So.
No.
He was doing a good Gene Hackman.
Dude, I would have rather the dude from Smallville come back and reprise the role.
I don't hate him either. He's actually kind of
like
cool.
that's how.
Fine.
And they fucking.
The other funny thing is, of course, they could have just got the kid from Smallville to be Superman.
They could have. I still say I'll talk about this in a minute.
Again, I never really watched Smallville because my Superman doesn't cry. You know what I mean? It was too much CW stuff on that show for Superman.
No matter where you go.
But having said that, the guy grew up and Superman. I accept him as Superman.
Tim Klein is saying Robert Pattinson may have some scheduling issues. I don't know if I believe that because they don't even have a script done.
Yeah, they'll make it.
They're going to make it work. You don't say no to Batman.
Right.
Like he'll figure something out. He's going to be Batman.
And you know what? Like,
which is fine.
He's got a square jaw. Like, what do you want? Like,
I
think he's going to look good in the suit.
movies he's done. He's a decent actor too. Like,
I've never seen any.
He can pull off.
I haven't even
Twilight. I haven't watched Twilight. I haven't seen anything he's in, but I trust.
He's a decent dramatic actor, so I think he can pull it off.
I trust him.
And again, it's Batman. Like, he's got to look the part.
Justin's like, Robert Pattinson isn't doing any other movies. Come on. You know he's going to do
that.
That's a good point. He's at home.
Some bigger.
He's just waiting for that script so he can read it and be like, yep, let's do it.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. So, and again, I think that's what it boils down to is that the script be strong enough that you can carry a movie. And as long as they're able to continue that, I don't think that there'll really be fatigue over, you know, the superhero movies, maybe the number of them, but you know,
4 from Marvel in 1 year is a lot.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
like, when we get
a
to
lot.
this,
I'm okay with it.
Sure.
I'm fine with it, but I think that is a lot.
And you know what though? 4 is probably right. If you look at Hasbro's release schedule, anybody else's release schedule, except for comics come out generally monthly, sometimes 2 times a month, but everything else comes out quarterly. So they'll have like a quarterly thing, right? It's like probably a dialed in,
just like our CGC day.
Yeah, it's just quarterly, right? So I think in a sense it makes sense. It makes sense to do that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it as long. Again, they have to put out a decent product. You can't have 2 busts in a row. Forget that.
No.
If you have one, oh shit, at least you got another movie coming out 3 months later.
I also wonder, and I don't know if anybody out there knows better than I, but I feel that this last X-Men movie was intentionally like nobody sets out to make a bomb. And I think
they gave up on like advertising for it and everything.
No, I think what they did though is the people higher up intentionally made a bomb so that they're handing back, you know, Disney a bomb. So now Disney can't do Phoenix Saga.
Yeah,
I mean,
it sucks. You know, like Sophie Turner was a good Jean Grey. I think she was a really good Jean Grey.
You can do
again. The casting in the movie is fine, right?
You can do a Phoenix Saga. It's just going to be towards the end of their MCU's X-Men run.
They'd have to build to it.
You're going out. You got to go out like 6-7 years.
Yeah,
and I think you could do it again and do it right.
But the thing is are people going to be as invested because we've already seen it twice?
No, I think they would because it's the MCU. I do.
Yeah, I don't think Marvel can drop the ball on anything at this point. Like, no matter what they do, I'm going to be there opening weekend. Like,
yeah, I already have my Spider-Man ticket. Do you want to go? I'm going July 2nd, 6:30 at South Hills.
I might go with you.
6:30 in the afternoon on evening. 6:30, July 2nd.
Okay.
At Galleria, not South Hills. Galleria.
I was going to say South Hills. Where are you going?
Nah.
The movie theater's closed.
44% of theaters have dropped Phoenix from their theaters. Something like 1,600
theaters. Yeah, that's what people are basically reading about. And I mean,
well, you know what? You can't. It's the summer movies, right?
Yeah, but with the
you want to get them in and out of there if they're going to be. If they're a bomb, you want them out. They're taking up room.
But having said that,
for like Toy Story and shit like that.
Exactly. But having said that,
I can't wait to see it.
Didn't X-Men Phoenix still make a ton of money in opening weekend?
I'm sure.
And then some horrible like Child's Play, which I thought was going to be bad too, that killed it at the theater.
Also. Aubrey Plaza's in it. I didn't realize that. I do too.
She's kind of like weirdly hot.
Dude, she's so fucking funny.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Mark Hamill is Chucky, right?
Yeah, he did the voice.
He's the voice of Chucky.
What size is the drawing?
9x12.
9x12. Is it for a frame? So it's a 9x12. So you want to get
it's a standard size. You could get a 9x12 frame.
You can get a 9x12 frame, or you could be a big dick player and get the mat.
Big dick player.
Mat it and
11x14.
Yeah, 11x14 with a mat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gonna put a little green in there?
Listen, man.
That's what I was asking you.
Anybody else ask?
So okay, so this. I've talked. What's up, Jay Salsa? I have talked about this at length, and I don't know if I've talked about it on screen, but I know how to fix the DCEU.
Oh, here we go.
Have I talked about this?
Big brain.
So I think what you need to do is you need to make a really. I definitely have talked about this on camera, but on either Gem Show or somebody's, or even maybe 3 Men in the Basement or something. You need to do a very well done Flashpoint movie. And do you remember the Flashpoint book, the splash page with Flash coming back, and you saw like the Golden Age Batman, and you saw like the Silver Batman and the Justice League and the Justice Society, and you saw all that on that big splash page of the Flash coming back, and then all of a sudden he pops back in and it's the New 52, right? You could do that same scene, but you can show like the Michael Keaton Batman,
right,
and the Wonder Woman from the 70s. I forgot her name.
Linda Carter.
You show all this. You show Christopher Reeves.
Bring Linda Carter back as one.
I don't think that would. No, that's not good.
She still looks good, dude.
I know she does. We saw her at Baltimore.
She looked really good.
Yeah.
So I was like,
but if you do that and you show flashes of everything, and show the fucking DC, the TV shows, show Smallville, show Lois and Clark, Superman, show all the Supermans, show all the Batmans, flash them on the screen, and then when you come back, you blow up the DCEU. When you come back from the Flashpoint, you blow up the DCEU, you recast accordingly. All right. So you have a Robert Pattinson now. You have a new Joker. Hopefully,
having said that, I think you do the story because Jeffrey D. Morgan and those people are down for being like the Joker and Batman and all that.
Yeah, Jeffrey D. Morgan wants to be Batman.
Just do it. Awesome. But no, Thomas Wayne, not Batman.
Yeah, Thomas Wayne.
So you just do that story, right?
You could do that on and then at the end of the movie when he comes back, You blow up the DCEU. You have it recast, and you just start all over and don't fuck it up.
And just do Justice League.
Oh god.
You don't need. But you don't need it.
You need a Justice. They should have done Justice League the way Jeff Johns started it in the New 52. In my opinion, that first arc with Darkseid, you should have done that. And even if you didn't use Darkseid, you could have used Steppenwolf. But just you should have done that arc where like Green Lantern, like Batman sees Green Lantern for the first time, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're real!"
Yeah.
Remember that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
shit? And Batman took the ring off a lantern.
Yeah.
Like that's what they should have done instead of that train wreck rushed movie. Ugh.
Joking.
Well, I think that's where X-Men kind of got derailed because they did this whole train scene at the end of the movie.
I heard about
And-
that.
Did you see it?
And they were, yeah,
Oh.
they were. So I said, I'm a horrible person. I want to see all these things do really well. Getting back to that
No,
question
that's
about,
your business though. If the
Yeah.
movies do well, you do well.
No, not really.
That's
That's just,
No.
I've been doing this a long time since the very first X-Men movie. I mean, it just makes people more aware of the property. It doesn't necessarily bring anybody else into the store because of it. You know, like buying.
That's crazy.
Like, people aren't adding on their X-Men comics because it's like, oh my god, I just saw this awesome movie. With the one that really did it actually was recent was Spider-Verse.
Oh well, yeah.
Because now
Those
a lot
books
of
went
the thing is there's a
crazy.
lot of kids and a
Spider-Verse
lot of
was
Miles
amazing.
That
Morales
was the movie.
fans because
so
have
good.
nothing to do with the comic, right? It's just they saw him in the movie. They're like, that was really cool. He has a comic book. So now we're selling like IDW's, Marvel Spider-Man. So
That's-
IDW publishing a bunch of Marvel stuff. And
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Like, how are they like a parent company then? Do they own IDW? Like, what's the deal? Like, how are they allowed to do
not
that?
that we know of. So
That's
yeah, they
weird.
just worked out a licensing agreement and they're printing comics from Marvel.
IDW, let me do something with Marvel, please.
So.
You're listening.
Yeah,
I don't think they're
I-
watching.
Nah, probably
You got to get on Gem's show. Maybe you get lucky.
Jen, get me on your show. Make a road trip.
Before we cut this, obviously Ryan's putting the finishing touches
Yeah,
on
pretty
this.
much done.
We next show we're gonna do another 3 sketches. We're gonna do a Marvel, a DC, and then a He-Man villain or
And who was-
Orko
wait,
or
who's-
Battle Cat.
who's on
Hordak.
Hordak was on top.
Hordak seemed to be the favorite. So if you guys have any votes, get them in now for a Masters of the Universe villain or Orko or Battle Cat, which I saw none of those votes come in.
Nobody wants your Orko.
Dude, my cousin loves the Orko.
I no.
It's on
that,
his
that
wall.
Orko, like, it was surprisingly, it came out surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting that.
Orko is the perfect character for your colors and your style. Are you kidding?
I know, 'cause it's weird.
Actually, a whole Master of the Universe line.
Dude.
This cat.
Cats
Meowing,
meowing.
yeah.
That's batshit crazy.
See, now I got a dude saying Battle Cat. But Hordak was in the lead.
Bad guy. We got bad guys though. That's not a bad guy.
He's a bad guy to the bad guys.
Listen, don't get listen. He-Man fools you. It's like we're just about done.
Cat's back.
All right, you got to look up a question.
Oh yeah. Let me.
Something obscure. Stinkor.
See, I'll take
You
that.
said that earlier.
There you go. So somebody's going to get that. We're going to ask a question and then kind of wrap things up here because we're pushing 2 hours.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to. Oh, Link says it's okay.
Okay, you love it on it.
Link
Okay,
approves. Hold on, let's see here. All right, dude. You looking something up?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you
Hang
wanted to
on.
add?
I would say, catch us in the Funny Books Wednesdays. Wednesday's New Comic Book Day. Make your way out to the shop. Hope to see everybody soon. So I know that we'll be doing this again.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
maybe. Yeah, it really depends on what.
I'm hoping something again in July. If you want, like when the books come back, because I have no shows.
Well,
in
that's
July.
the thing.
I'm
Oh
off.
yeah, next weekend is the
Yes.
Jersey Show, Garden State Comic Fest. Ryan will be there. Definitely stop in and say hello. Link,
And-
get out.
and the
I'm gonna
next
post something
show-
on my Instagram. I think it's like
Where do you have
3:40.
the Terrificon ad? 'Cause
Terrific.
they're both going to be Gary and Ryan will both
Yeah,
be at
I'll be at
Terrificon.
Terrificon. So will Ryan. That's going to be in August.
And that's a great show, guys.
Go
People,
next
some
week.
people looking to go to a show. It's in Mohegan Sun, so you can gamble and drink and play with comics.
You probably just have somebody like write in like
Yeah, you could ask that.
Can I see?
Hold on, let me.
Hang on, wait. How did
Let's swing this back up to us because we're getting ready to close things up.
on the papers. Come on, crackhead. Crackhead, yeah.
Let's go back here. Oh wait. You still looking stuff up?
Yeah, so your cat stops.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Definitely don't forget to. We have I see 22 people in here. They're all waiting for the question, so you can mail them your Green Goblin.
You want to just go with that? I mean, I don't really.
You ask the question that you're happy with. As long as you have the right answer, I don't care. Guys, also while you're waiting here, hit the like button, please, the thumbs up. And I definitely still, and leave comments.
Just subscribe, right?
Oh, yeah, subscribe. They're probably subscribed.
I don't know, man. I don't see any like really cool questions. What's the problem?
This is Link the cat.
That's Link. Nothing? You got nothing?
I
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to ask something, if you
All
know
right.
the answer to it, because I'm looking up, there's like obscure stuff that like no one's gonna, unless they just Google it.
Dude, you can move up. He's only going to attack you a
He's
little.
gonna rape your head a
He's
little.
just going to scratch you like once or twice. He'll nibble. And you bleed a little blood.
You'll bleed.
So here's the question. First person to get the answer right, and I want it spelled out, and don't answer it because you're going to know it. In what Amazing Spider-Man issue did Green Goblin kill Gwen Stacy? That's an easy one. It's an easy one. But the first one with the right number issue is getting the Green Goblin. And I still want He-Man thing. I mean, and just because people vote in doesn't mean that's going to be what's voted to be drawn next.
No,
week.
you know what? They can also message me on Instagram too about it too. Like
there you go. You can hit up
_RGB.
Victor is wrong. Draven is wrong.
Wow.
Come on, guys. This is an easy one. Alex is wrong.
Why is everybody saying that
123?
number?
No, Jay Salsa is wrong. How can nobody get this right? I thought this was easier than this is definitely easier than last week's.
Yeah, last week was difficult.
People are Googling like hell right now.
Yeah,
this was easy.
I don't know the answer, but I also don't know comics as well as you do. So.
Huh. See, the other thing, Gary's like last.
That's
couple
wrong.
Years,
How are you guys? What is going on? That's wrong. That's wrong.
Do you know the right answer?
Yeah.
What's the question?
If those are wrong, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the death of Gwen Stacy is not 122. There you go. Just a little podcast. It's ASM 121.
21. Thank you.
121. Just
That's
a little
what I'm
podcast.
taking anyway.
You feel like mailing that to Florida?
Unless, do we have like a Mandela effect because of the cat? Like
What is
cat,
that?
you don't really have a cat, do you?
I have 3.
You have 3
He likes
cats.
It is Amazing Spider-Man 121.
I
Death of
always
Gwen
knew it was
Stacy.
121. I have that book.
I think I might have it. Hold on.
I was like, hold on.
I have Death of Green Goblin. Death of Green Goblin is 122.
So,
He's gonna scratch it.
oh,
No, he's not.
yeah.
I have 101.
Reach out.
I have one. No, I don't have the 121.
Oh, boy.
It's
Oh,
the
wow.
yellow cover.
Whoa.
It's the yellow cover. Definitely.
Dangerous.
Like, stop. He won't scratch me.
He's all right.
All right, guys. So, now Draven got it right, but I got Just a Little Podcast. Dude, Just a Little Podcast. Hit him up
Switch back
on.
over this, and I'll put let me know
All right,
if this
hold
is lined up in there.
And you definitely want to hit Ryan up on Instagram. If you guys want any kind of commissions, hit this dude up on Instagram.
It's gonna be about a month away at this point, because I'm pretty backed up.
Down a little, up right there. Stay right there. That's all of his information. Take a screenshot when it comes across to your side, which it's going to in a second or so. Yeah, just keep holding it there. Just hold
A
on.
minute or two.
There you
Yeah.
go. All right, that's good. That's it. We'll come back. So you guys take a screenshot of that. And then that's pretty much it. You got anything else to add? Or Anthony, you first. You got anything else?
Not
Our
at the moment. I mean,
CGC
we got
day at the July. What was it?
Saturday in July 27th.
20 something. So if you're in the area, you want to get books submitted to CGC, go look up Alterniverse Comics. I'm going to be there Saturday, July 20 something.
It's a Saturday.
Hold on. I have it right here.
I think it's 27th.
Is
It's
it?
sticking to my head for some reason, so I believe that's the day.
July 27th, the
It's
CGC
July
day.
27th.
They're in Hyde Park, New York. I'll be there taking books for CGC. I'm going to take them. If you need them clean and pressed, I'll do that too for you. July 27th, Alterniverse Comics. Ryan will be
Garden State Comic Expo, Fan Expo,
Comic Fest?
Comic Fest, yeah. Next
Garden
weekend,
State Comic Fest
28th,
next-
9th, and 30th, something like that. I'm gonna be at table at 3:48. I'll post it on my Instagram as soon as I gotta
definitely follow this guy on Instagram at zombie pets.
Zombie Pets _RGB.
And then if you're not following me already on Instagram, when is the next auction? Draven, I'm probably gonna do an auction. All right, so 3 Men Lords of the Long Box has an auction next Friday, I believe, the end of this week. Justin, if you're still here, confirm that. I believe it's this week. My auction for Instagram is probably going to be in another 2 weeks on a Thursday night. There you go. Thanks, Justin. June 28th for them. Anthony, if you want to join the Facebook group, Alterniverse Comics.
It's comic group at Alterniverse, actually.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a comic group at Alterniverse. But it's all, if you look at Alterniverse, the group should
It'll come up.
You can add yourself, and we can add you. And then Tuesday nights around 9:30, we do a live auction through Facebook
On the books coming out that day. That
mostly
next day.
the books that are coming out for the next day, and then just
variants and stuff.
randoms, variants, and
And you'll ship.
sets. So yeah, we can ship as long as people are willing to pay the shipping. Most people come to the store.
You're really nervous. Don't worry about him. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything
He wants
else?
a different YouTube video out of this. That's
Yeah,
what
the star of the show. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe. Alterniverse Comics up in Hyde Park. Ryan Brown on Instagram. ZombiePets_RGB. Very Gary Comics. And then don't forget to sub up to Gem and Collectibles, 3 Men in a Basement, and Lords of the Long Box. Lords of the Long Box, they have a weekly show Wednesday nights at 9. And TiVo and the guys are always putting out new information. And apparently they've got some DC movie news coming out just in a few days. Yeah. So thanks again. Don't forget to hit that like.
All right.